All right, man. Let's start the podcast with this song. You know, I only play the best songs for you guys, man.
Whatever.
Who remembers this guy?
This was the hotel now. This was the hotel guy before the hotel became out.
I know you wanna ride in a Lexus. You know your body is a blessing. So perfect, only correct.
Yeah.
Who is this?
His name is Millie.
Oh, that's Millie.
I like them African girls. Them dark skinned African girls. Them light skinned African girls.
Let's go.
All over the city.
All over the city.
Maybe the lead researcher fuck with you, bro.
You fuck with me.
Yeah, I fuck with you.
You fuck with this record.
Yeah.
Hear the chorus. Those your beach parties where you dey go.
You know the vibe. You know the vibe now. You know the vibe.
Too many-
He lashed the place.
No, that's
Too
just
many
the place.
Eagles that are super.
Yeah. I was like, you don't do that.
Hey,
But those boys own that island now.
Yeah.
They have like houses, chilling. Yeah,
A lot of people are investing there. I know like 2 people there that dropped back.
They don't know what.
They've dropped back to invest. They're building houses or somebody has
It's the next investment that people should make. Yeah.
This song still rocks till today, man.
Bro,
Oh, that was during that Millie run, right?
Yeah, that
Bro.
was 16 or 17.
bro,
17.
bro. Excel sent me this playlist I made of Millie. It's called the Millie Experiences on SoundCloud. He just sent it to me. I think he said he was listening. He was thinking of Millie or whatever. He searched and this playlist just popped up. Right? I made this playlist 6 years ago.
Yeah, I remember.
We'll put it in the link in the show description.
Millie.
This boy.
The chosen
I
one.
remember when
This
Millie
boy,
was.
The chosen
The one that
one.
Millie was the guy at Pulse, like everybody was about like
Yeah.
Millie.
Everybody was Millie.
Yeah,
Was
everybody
Millie,
Shegun, you, Ayo, everybody. Daniel even got on the vibe too, you know.
This boy makes the kind of music this guy makes. I listen to so he has
He has a new drop.
yeah, he's still making music. He's still making me. Yeah, I still listen to all his stuff. He has this one. Don't ask me what happened. The EP when he left Chalk
Chalk.
City,
Yeah. I
bro.
remember that
There's a
one
guy
too.
called Patrick Lee,
Yeah, particularly the essay guy.
That's the essay guy now. The essay guy.
That
Yeah,
guy-
I know.
bro.
That's his
I
guy.
went to listen to that tape. So everything is in this playlist.
Ooh,
Plus
okay.
other singles he had released, prior to the playlist to the EP. I'm like, this guy was making music like this 6 years ago.
When I said that's the hotel guy before the hotel.
No, Millie is actually very talented. I remember.
Fuck.
He's-
The writing, the composition, the delivery,
Reminds me of Chris Brown.
everything. Yeah, he's like a rap Chris Brown. He can rap, he can sing.
How old is Millie now? Can you
He has to be in his mid-20s.
mid-20s?
Yeah.
So there's still time now. Come on, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So because the reason I asked that question is, I was having a conversation with somebody that knows Asake really well,
Yeah.
right? Of this O2 Arena show,
Mm-hmm.
and I was telling me that there was a year Asake like really had, even like 4 years ago, he got this balls, like this courts following.
Me, I know the cap.
Yeah,
I know they
where
found.
people
Right.
were really talking
It was
about
an
him in the
underground
circle.
boss.
It was an underground boss like Millie is,
Yeah.
right? We can say Millie is an underground boss now, right?
Yeah.
That when that momentum went, himself, because he had known Asake for a long time, he was worried and like, this guy has lost a momentum.
The chance, yeah.
He has lost the chance. And then what happened? 2022 happened.
Comes back.
Yeah.
And he came back. So it's coincidental that it's the same day now I'm talking about Millie again.
Yeah.
And I asked his age,
Yeah.
it's mid-20s.
Yeah.
Bro, anything can happen.
Anything can
If
happen.
I owned a record label or if I headed like a record label with a big budget,
signing?
I'm signing Millie.
One time.
I'm either signing Millie as a front
Artist.
line artist
Or a writer.
Songwriter.
or you are anyhow
you're
in the
signing
building.
him.
You are
Yeah.
creative in the building,
You are in
no
the
matter
building.
what.
Yeah, so the guy was explaining the Asake. He said he was really worried. Like he used to pain him, like, man, this guy's lost the moment.
There's
This guy
nothing.
is so
There's nothing
talented.
like having that buzz and you're about to do it, then it doesn't happen, bro. To come back again,
It's hard.
it's
I was
very
scared
hard.
though.
It's
The
hard
thing that
though.
happened to Asake is a 1 in a
It's
million.
a 1 in a
chance.
million. Yeah, it's a
It doesn't happen.
Even the whole coming in 2022, right?
Yeah.
And a year later, you are headlining a show in O2 and
It's
selling as
crazy.
It's
O2.
not even I calculated.
Bro,
It's not even up to 12 months.
Nobody has
since
done-
his album.
nobody has ever
since he
done
dropped his
this.
debut album till now. It's not up to I think it's like 18 days, almost to a year.
Nobody has ever done that. I've never seen anything from the. I've never
He's the
seen
fastest
it.
rising ever.
He is actually.
He's the fastest rising ever.
I've never seen it.
It's the craziest run I've ever
It is
witnessed in my
Bro.
life.
Yeah, I was thinking about it.
It's
This
Because
Because
he
it's
dropped
mad.
the EP in January, right?
You dropped the EP in
The one
January
that
or
had on
February.
Mokwe.
Yeah.
In
then
January.
Dropped the album in
January
September.
2022, right?
Yeah.
So since January 2022, this guy has been on a run.
In 1 year, he has dropped 3 projects.
Yeah.
Because technically, his first album came out in September.
September,
He dropped
yeah.
his album how many months ago?
It's true. It's mad. So
mad.
is
It's crazy.
so coincidental that the guy dropped.
That's DMX run.
Yeah, shout out to
Yeah.
you, Dio. His name is Dio too. He stays in my area.
Okay.
He said he has known Asake. Show
That's
me
DMX
some
run.
crazy photos.
And you know what that means?
I think I'll send those photos to Samson.
Yeah.
It's a good story.
Yeah.
It
Like
is.
it's a really trenches like story. Like
And you know what that means?
Yeah.
Because it's a DMX run. You know what that means?
Yes, no.
You need to check on that homie.
Yeah.
He needs to go to therapy. They need to check on his
Guess
mental.
what?
It's a lot. I
he
saw
needs
some
people.
videos.
Guess what?
He needs people who care
Guess what?
about
He's
him
working
around
on a new
him.
album. Because they showed it in his studio and you're like, he's working on a new album.
Because the label is gonna squeeze you.
Yeah.
Label don't care.
They go
And the tour
squeeze you.
demands.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The tour
demand,
demands,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, do you
It's
understand?
true.
So what they need to do
This is what happened to X.
Yeah, they need to get you therapy because what is happening now is that you're drinking, you're smoking, because you're relying on stuff. You're with people. I
You're
saw
vibing.
different videos from the O2 show backstage. Everybody's loving you.
Yeah.
Bro, let me tell you the scariest shit
But you
ever.
don't know who the real person is.
That's the.
It's the scariest shit ever.
It's a
This
scary
thing
place to be.
It's scarier than putting a gun in front of your head where everybody in the building
I agree.
loves you.
Yeah.
And they didn't love you like that 10 months ago.
And guess what? That's fucked up your perception of reality. Because
Yes.
you don't know what is who.
I
who is
was
with
just
you.
seeing everybody, Ololade me, hey, Ololade. Bro, that thing creeps me out. We've experienced something similar, but on a very
On a
smaller
smaller
level.
level.
I've experienced it on a very smaller level where everybody's loving you, but do they really love you?
Nah, he's a boss. man.
Paranoia goes up.
So there's this talk about. So there's this talk about people about hard times, right?
Mm-hmm.
About hard times that you trust people who have gone through hard times more,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And now understand why. So Shari Rickerson, what's her name? What's
The
her name?
runner, Sharika.
The
Yeah.
runner, right?
Shakari, yeah.
Shakari, thank you.
She don't
So
calm
she
down.
won a race recently,
I
and she
saw the
said
quote.
she said that she doesn't care about what people say anymore because she's been in a position where she was loved by everybody, where the world loved her and when the world hated her.
Yeah.
Right? So it gives you a perspective. So when I see people at the top, I really want them to pass through some bad times so that
Character development.
it will thank you to
Yeah.
give them some perspective because if you're
Don't
on
get
that
carried
road,
away.
if on that road you get carried away, and when you get carried away, it's
start to
dangerous.
lose
I prefer a crash at 20 miles per hour
Thank you.
than 100
Yeah.
miles
That's
per
100
hour.
miles. So crash early,
Yeah.
so that you can be able to recover.
You can bounce back,
But when
bro.
you crash at the highest,
He's
you are
death.
gone.
It's
More.
death.
You're gone.
Bro, that's what happened to the X, bruv.
yeah.
X even came to the industry with his own demons.
Yeah.
Then you now became
First,
mega
and you now
successful.
became a mega successful star where you released 2 albums in a year.
Def Jam
went
paid him
number
$1 million.
one.
He paid him $1 million
Bro,
to drop
that's
that
too much.
second album in a year.
You drop an album, the album is so good, you have material. Def Jam says drop an. Bro, let's put in context. This is 98.
Yeah.
Nobody drops 2 albums in a year.
Nobody does that, especially in hip hop.
Yeah.
No?
You do
Yeah.
1 year, the
Have-
next year you
have
do.
watched-
It's a
have-
1 year
have you watched-
cycle.
I've got to explain that shit. He said DMX was the bad boy killer. That he came and killed Bad Boy. You know how Bad Boy went on the run from 94 to 98?
94,
Bling,
yeah.
bling.
Yeah.
They said they purposely positioned DMX that, look, you're coming here to make rap rugged again. And they put his battery in the back. Def Jam just gave him the whole fucking budget. And the
To
guy
be clear about
delivered.
DMS, his first album is the best album. Is his best album.
Oh.
Right?
For
Let me
me,
make that clear. His
For
first
me, I
album
will
is my
take
best
that.
album.
But there's also, and then there was X.
No.
And then
But
there
his
was
first album
X.
is
But the first one is the
album
best. The first album to me is the
Let's be, can we, let me just, because that's what I always think.
so
And I was listening to this guy's, I've got his interview and he said it's same thing. I
Dream
was like, oh, this
Champs
guy thinks like me.
Somebody
too.
said they should stop making I've got to do interviews.
Yeah, he
Electricity
talks-
said
he
it's
talks
enough.
recklessly.
Bro,
He
it's
talks
enough.
recklessly.
No, he doesn't talk recklessly.
He talks like a
let
New
me explain
Yorker.
this.
He talks like a
doesn't
New
talk
Yorker.
recklessly. This is not his era.
Yeah,
he
this
talks
was
like
that.
his era.
Yeah.
Have you
that's
noticed?
just-
I was thinking one day that
it's not his era.
He didn't evolve at all. He
Yeah.
didn't evolve at all.
Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
that in this era now there are no alpha hip hop CEOs like
No.
DDs,
No.
Demon
They're
Dash.
gone. They're gone.
So they're all
They're
gone
gone
now.
now.
They're gone.
They're all gone. The last was
The closest
Asabiam.
person to it is the Migos guy. What's his name?
Coach
Coach K,
Coach Q and MP.
Coach K,
And
Coach K and P, yeah.
And even them,
and
they're in
even
the
them,
background.
they're in the background,
Bro.
and they still get slaughtered. They still,
See, Coach K is even better because see
Offset,
the other guy.
Offset has like some
TD.
lawsuits against him.
no, what's his name? P, the other one.
And P.
You know that that guy is a gangster. There's a reason why he doesn't do interviews.
P is a problem.
It's the era of
TDE
hate.
too.
Even the TDE guys, they're in the background because anytime they talk,
it's a
Bro,
problem.
back then in hip hop videos, when you see rap, you must see the CEO sign it. Are you mad,
bro? So you guys think it's hell? I mean, it's dark and hell.
It's dark and hell. So that's
the best album.
That's what I think.
Personally, and I'll be very factual. The first DMX album I listened to, right, is there was a
that's a mega album.
Is it because that's the first one you listened to?
This is the rap album that ushered me into hip hop.
So I understand you have a sentimental.
The first album is
even at that, even at that, no, I now went back. Of course, I went back to the
update.
It's Dark and Hell is Hot. I mean, look at what's that record?
Damien.
Apart from Damien, Is You With Me or What? The one that Drake sampled. That song is elite storytelling. So there's that record. Of course, Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood is also a dope album.
Best album cover. Can we agree that that's the best album cover ever?
Jonathan Mannion. Shout out to Jonathan Mannion. But to me, friend of the podcast. Interviewed.
Yes, interviewed. It's there, legendary. First Nigerian podcast go international. Thank you.
So, and then there was X. Is one of dope albums. But the one I think is like my best DMX album is actually The Great Depression.
That's the fourth one.
Yes.
No. Yeah, the fourth.
That's the fifth album.
That's the fifth album.
Is that one that has Sleeping?
They don't know
who we. That's a dope album.
That's a dope album.
Which one has Sleeping? I'm sleeping. I'm falling. I can't get up.
Yeah.
That's DMX's best song ever.
Yeah.
Which album has Sleeping?
I think it's the third or fourth album. I think it's the fourth album or the second album.
I think it's this.
I'm not very familiar. I think it's the fourth album. I can remember that song.
Get up.
Because I know it's not early in his career. I think it's mid in his career. It's his middle career.
I'm searching it.
I'm sleeping now.
But you're not a lead researcher though, right?
Yeah, I'm actually.
You're just researching.
It's co-researching
case.
Co-researching.
Maybe person will steal my title when I steal there.
No vex. Oh yeah. So Sleeping is Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood.
Second album.
The second album. Yeah. But The Great Depression to me has Who We Be, has Three No More. Hey yo. Fuck them with Three No More. Has We Ride here. Ain't no.
This was when he was in acting bag. He started acting a lot.
Yeah, this is acting
Romeo
bag.
and Juliet part.
All those with Aaliyah.
Romeo Must Die.
Romeo Must Die.
Romeo Must Die was the highest seller than
which one?
The other Aaliyah movie.
The other Aaliyah movie. Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's another Aaliyah.
DMS
said
Queen of the Damned.
Yeah.
There's Queen of the Damned. There's still another movie.
No, he did
with his younger brother. Which one was
Credit to the Grave?
Credit to the Grave. Jet Li and his younger brother.
Queen of the Damned was Aaliyah. That's what I'm saying.
Those things are that's peak hip hop crossover into Hollywood.
DMX was so hot. DMX was so hot they were giving him movies.
Bro, DMX was the problem.
Remember that line? Guns
don't kill people.
People kill people. Bro, that was the Romeo. That was the Romeo Must Die.
You know that I watched
him in the club.
You know that I watched that scene. I'm like, no, fam.
This album has Shorty Was Boom. Shorty.
The only person that was close to this in terms of the hottest and the popping hip hop star
in Hollywood.
Went and do a movie was Eminem. Eminem had Eminem in a week. Eminem one is different. Eminem in a week had the number one song in the country.
Yeah,
had the number one soundtrack and had the number one movie.
It was crazy.
And also got that. I think he also won an Oscar for that.
Yeah, later, 2 years later, he won an Oscar with it. Like, Lose Yourself was number one music in the country.
That was
crazy.
Peak Illuminati.
What's the name of the album? Name of the movie?
8 Man
was the number one movie in the country, and his soundtrack was the number one album in the country.
Soundtrack that had Nas and Jay-Z.
That's the height of fame.
Soundtrack that had Nas and Jay-Z at the height of their beef.
Have you seen the track list of that soundtrack?
Bro, everybody was on it. I think Jay-Z and Nas were on it. At the height of their beef. He brought Jay-Z and Nas.
That's the height of fame.
Jay-Z, Nas, 50 Cent. Everybody's on that. Everybody's on that.
Are you mad?
Height of fame.
I'm gonna love you.
And that soundtrack has one of the most iconic rap songs of all time. Lose Yourself. That first verse.
Can I give you a confession? This is when the internet is popping, right?
Yeah,
This is 2002.
Yeah.
I went to one lyrics website and I printed Lose Yourself. And I said, I went to the printer, please, I want to print something.
Yeah.
Now, you need to understand in 2002, the internet came in 1999. So by 2002, the internet experience is
what's the niche?
Like going to something and then saving it and telling them you are printing from that website and then they print it and you take that thing and you take it back home. That whole experience is fucking mind-blowing.
It's mind-blowing.
And I will now start rapping.
I beg, please bring out your favorite rapper. Your favorite rapper does not have a better first verse than that song.
Yep.
Jay-Z
What?
and Freeway, 8 Mile Running.
8
8
Mile
Mile
Running.
Running, and my soldiers keep coming. Hey,
Nah,
my
nah.
record's moving now. 6 Mile Running, Nas, you wanna be me? Oh God, this is the height of Nas and Jay-Z beefing.
Yeah, they were on the same soundtrack.
No, come on, man. Then Rakim had that record. Come on, man. Give it a hip hop. Hip hop changed
50
my
years,
life.
man. Very
Yeah,
decades.
we'll get into that. Just to, I Miss You is also on that album.
I
miss
miss the Aliyah
Oh,
tribute.
yeah. That's
No,
true. Not
the
the Aliyah
Fatal-
Truth.
No.
Everything's
Oh,
gonna
no,
be
be
okay. Anyways, let's move on from DMX. How you guys doing, man?
I'm good. I'm
How
right.
did we get
I'm
into
right.
this whole DMX thing?
We started with Asake.
That vibes, though.
That vibe.
Yeah, so
according to
I-
Blackface, Osagie, it's not vibes.
It's vibes.
Larry.
Talking about blackface, he said Asake sold some music.
Everybody at this point, you should call us out to say
You know
we
one
stole
day,
his,
you know one day I was,
Stole his lyrics.
we stole his lyrics too.
You know what?
Lyrics.
Lyrics.
you know one day I
Like-
was just on my own listening to my Yemi Alade album,
Yeah.
right? Enjoying myself, being a normal citizen,
Yeah.
and I just see someone, my phone ringing. Lo and behold, who is it?
Blackface are made.
Blackface. First, let me even segue into one random thing that my brother just told me. Brother just called me one day, say I just saw Blackface.
Who?
Said that my brother.
Okay.
Long time ago.
Yeah.
This one I was still like maybe post uni, and
Yeah.
also he said he just saw Blackface. That Blackface was in the car with three other niggas, and they were in black trench coats.
No,
I'll
like,
tell you when I started fearing for
You understand?
Blackface
I'll
is-
tell you when I fear
no,
Blackface.
Blackface at
he
the
said-
peak.
he said-
At the peak of
He
Blackface,
said they all had short dreads. You know, Blackface's dreads will never grow longer than
never,
it is, right?
never.
And that they were all in black trench coats. The car was wound up, and there was smoke filled with the car.
Telling
And
you, man.
that even him, he was in another. He looked at it and he was panicking.
Yeah, bro,
Black.
black.
When Blackface came for the podcast,
Yeah.
right? I tried introducing myself to him.
Yeah.
The guy was like, okay. He didn't remember. About 4-5 months later, I just received a random call on my phone. Say, is this the Dede? I said, yes. He said, you booked me for a show for Benin now, 2007. I said, yes. He said, where you did? Where you did? I said, I'm in Lagos, I do media. He said, wow, so I work for Pulse. You work for Pulse? Wow.
That's crazy.
Man, well done, bro. I just remember you. I don't know where I'm from. Start say I met you like 5 months ago. I tried to
We're
introduce
literally
myself. Don't worry, we literally have a podcast together. It's a video.
It's one of the most viewed.
It's on
One of the
YouTube.
most viewed podcasts.
I don't know where I will start, but you know
remember
what?
the 2007
Because I know your vibe.
Yeah,
There's no
that
need to
vibe.
take
There's
you
no
up.
need.
Because all now.
Go on, I'm fine.
Let
There's no need to
let
remind
rest.
you. I was like, bro, I did. I just did low key. You see, did low key. You save am now.
No,
Call me
no,
more
no,
day
no day now.
My brother, we don't day. I explain myself. I don't explain. I explain. I don't see every
No,
day.
There's literally a 3-hour podcast.
But evidence
Both of
day.
us
This is
in the same
evidence.
boat.
Evidence day, but
There's literally.
bro, I dropped the call. I'm like, this guy is crazy, bro. Blackface.
Two-Face on tire. Yeah, I beg.
But
Just-
me, if you know me on Twitter, I always support Blackface. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just come in the middle of the gist. I don't know what's happening. Blackface is right.
Yeah.
I don't care because that's my nigga, bro.
Yeah, actually, if you look at a lot of older Nigerians, because they know what blackface was like, how great it was. Like, fuck it, man.
Yeah.
Whatever blackface,
Blackface is
saying,
right, bro.
Blackface, alarm,
He's
alarm,
right.
alarm.
Let me tell you.
Because the only reason you people disrespect these guys is because of how far Afrobeat has come.
Yeah.
But I'm
The
telling
only
you,
crime-
if Blackface came at this time,
The only
he'll be
crime-
one of the dopest guys around.
Do you know what?
The only crime Blackface has committed
Came too early.
is that he's not successful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. It's
But have
true.
you
That's the
noticed?
only
That's the only crime. It's true.
Have
it's
you also
true.
noticed that older Nigerians, like in our like our sets, we don't like when they say, "Oh, Two-Face has been caught," we're like, "So,
I mean, I just post the 2010 Sound City magazine. I
Have
am innocent.
bro, we see at the height of Two-Face's stardom, with head wars. Why are you people
Yeah, why are you
shouting?
publishing?
Two-Face now.
Yeah,
Two-Face.
that's Two-Face.
Two-Face
That's two
now.
Baba
Two
now.
Baba
Two
now.
is chilling now.
I beg.
Two.
That incident was very funny because bro, I use because we're in the car now because we walked him to the car.
Yeah,
Then you
yeah.
and you and him
Had a long conversation.
had a long conversation. You went to the car to play some records for you.
Yeah.
Before that conversation, I spent about 15 minutes explaining to him, but I no get
2000.
evidence.
Now that time when he
I
call
no
you,
get evidence.
he might don't buffer. Don't buffer. Oh,
No, but you know the thing, he has differentiated.
he not defragmented. He might not defragmented the whole
Steve
thing.
from 2007 Benin is quite different from
He
the guy
no
at
know that
Pulse.
one. He doesn't know.
So he remembered
that
that
one.
one differently. And said, this guy that brought me for this show,
Yeah, where is he? You know, so we're not connected with one guy, comrade.
He's
One guy, comrade is comrade worked is from Benue Idoma. Yeah, and comrade works at Entertainment Express and the Sun. So you now called him and comrade are very, very close because they're from the same semester. So you now Come on, I said, I work with him now. He the Lagos. Give me a number. You the Lagos.
The day Blackface finds out that he can merge the
He can match the
timelines
timeline.
because it's two different. It's
two different
multiverse
worlds.
of madness.
Yeah. He will not realize that we stole something from him too. We stole them that line. I said, no, stop. They stole my idea for a podcast.
Oh, shout out to Black. He
Shout
just
out to
called
Black,
me and said he needs a lawyer. I'm like, oh, God, man. Like 2 weeks later, I just saw that story. I'm like, Black, you need to let it go. Shout out to Blackface. All right, man. Let's start with let's start out with your week. How you guys been? We're recording the podcast 24 hours later than usual. So guys, first of all, apologies. The podcast coming out.
Sorry, why are we
later.
apologizing?
It's because of Ayo.
Wait, why are we
Let's be
Let's be
apologizing?
very clear.
It's Ayo.
It's
Why are we
Ayo,
apologizing first of all?
If Ayo said, let's
Because
go
we're
on.
meant to deliver
If
something
your
deliver
president
podcast
can
on
just
Monday.
be giving
Well, we're
portfolio.
not the president. We have a higher standard
than the
Yeah, Jesus
president.
than
Christ.
the president. We do actually.
Okay.
It's not,
Okay, we apologize.
It's not a shocking thing in Nigeria,
We
bro.
apologize.
it's
We apologize.
not a shocking thing.
We have more standard than 001. We apologize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
My weekend was just scattered at the end of the day, so yeah.
My week was just there because I knew I was going on leave this week. So I was like, I was just tired. I'll use the week to make up for what I didn't do. Like, bro, I don't tire, bro. But all about the weekend, I stressed myself to just make sure that I did everything. So I'm good.
let me see your phone before you open it. When notifications drop, do you see? Can you read the notifications or it shows
No, you
notification?
can't read that shit, no, bro.
Why? Why not?
Because okay, I'm a man of the press. Anybody can be sending delicate information. They were telling me delicate.
That thing has never worked on my phone. That's
Notification
on-screen
only.
notification.
It don't work.
Oh, so when it drops, you can read your messages.
I can't read it from when it's locked.
Let me
unless
fix
you
it
open
for you.
No, why will you fix it?
I told you, he said he doesn't. I said let me fix
I
it.
don't
for
want
you.
it to work.
The only way
now.
my own does is when-
I'm sure
I
I
can say
get
it
my
does
I
not
get
work.
my own I get my own passcode now.
How can you say it does not work?
It worked, but I didn't.
The only time I can see it
don't
on screen is
want
when it now does the facial recognition
And it
pops up.
opens.
That's
But
it.
if your phone is locked, you can't read.
No, it can't.
Story.
Why
But
would?
you
Why
can see
would?
my own now. My phone is locked. You can't read my
Shout out
messages.
to you, man. You're not dealing with Lagos baddies. That's why.
No, I'm not dealing with Lagos bad.
Did I ask you?
But
I
mine,
talk
because I
my
work
own.
in fintech, sensitive information. People might come and hack me. My
Sorry.
infosec department say we should be very, very careful.
So
I'm
do you cover
following-
your camera when you're on like
Yes,
virtual
yes. I
meetings?
do
Okay.
everything that my infosec department said I should do.
I
follow
was
them.
going to say before you joined Fintech, but he was also a journalist, so he used the same excuse. So it's just a.
Yes.
It's just
People are sending me sensitive stories. You can't just
That's
be.
it. I
All
can't
kinds of
just be opening my
sensitive
phone like
stories.
that.
You don't
Yeah.
political sensitive stories now.
Yeah.
You don't know.
That shouldn't be broken.
It shouldn't be broken.
Identity shouldn't be revealed.
Yeah, you can't review the source
Someone
of
will just see a
information.
message and go and hack my company or something.
Oh,
You
nice.
have to protect.
You have to protect. Shout out to whoever did that. I'm sure the Yoruba man that did that was a feature.
I'm looking for an appropriate song to play.
You know the feature now like you can now password your chat again.
Ah, my one. My
love the chat.
WhatsApp is passworded now.
Oh,
So when you gain access to your phone, to gain access to your WhatsApp, you have to press
pass-
another.
yeah,
no.
you have to press
So let's
Why?
say like the group we're in now, and you don't want people outside to see it. That particular group, you can password it. You can lock it.
Locked.
Yeah. So it will look
Lockdown.
normal. When somebody wants to open it, it go bounce back. So
Say no.
Malo will be. It's not your eye. Shout out to what's up people.
Shout out to Mark Zuck. Okay, nice. Ayo, how's your week?
Ordinary man, paper chase man. That's how we are doing it.
Yeah.
Hey.
Nothing
go.
out of the
It go.
Out of the ordinary.
out of the ordinary. Yeah.
Me, my own week is good. I've been a trader.
Yeah, we saw you now. Yeah.
Sorry.
I've been
Sorry.
a trader.
Low key.
Yeah, low-key trading.
Low-key.
Yeah, doing
Low-key,
it. Played
low-key.
football this weekend. Enjoyed myself. I think I
Don't.
I heard a story that somebody you appeared with somebody who could not track
He's a
back.
one-sided.
Yeah,
He's a one-sided
it's Steve,
statement.
basically.
This is why we need visual
He didn't tell you
footage.
that I was the one pushing his attack.
Is Steve
Pushing.
basically.
Wait, who
Pushing
won?
his
Did
attack.
your team win?
we actually- no, we didn't.
So it's
We
his
got
fault.
the lowest
It's his
score.
fault.
Because our attackers were missing chances. Ask him how many crosses I was putting in.
Bro, this guy will leave the defense. He's playing two. He will just leave.
Just
Abandon. Do you understand?
But the problem, the reason we had a problem was the defensive midfielder wasn't. If I was playing the defensive midfield position,
You're playing in the
and I see
hole.
that my right back has gone forward, I will cover up. But the guy wasn't covering up, and all the blame was on me. You can't blame
They
me for
just
people
they
not
use
having
inside
football
enter.
intelligence.
They just they use inside enter. But funny enough, he wasn't the cause of the goal. We had one guy that was playing left back that is utterly useless.
Oh my lord.
You understand? You know when Ralph Rangnick said they need to do open heart surgery?
Okay,
It was that guy you watched
Okay.
and said, okay, this guy needs brain surgery.
Yeah, bro.
You know, that's the guy.
No, you know, I I was almost flawless in that game. The only problem we didn't win. Osage tried to, but
Yeah, just like
it is what it is.
Very painful.
I let back focus up because immediately I cover. Osage was telling me immediately Steve goes, come in and join me.
talking.
Yeah, the guy
I have a problem with Nigerians. Nigerians don't just listen.
Osage has gone into this Nigerian thing again.
You know the problem.
This is what we log out from the charts. Every time Osage just come.
Every time I'm talking, just say Nigerians don't understand English.
What's the husband for?
No. It starts with I understand why they tell us to write IITS.
Yes.
Everybody will like, okay. Everybody in the chat will like,
You don't say boys don't go football.
then we're not going to. So for context, we are all in the same group, like with some of our friends. We have political group, we have pop culture group, we have football group.
We have a media marketing.
We have a media marketing group. Then anytime Osage starts talking about this Nigerian thing on the political group, everyone will go to the football group and say, "Hey, Alpha, what's it happen?" We just want to do because we know what he wants to do.
And you know what I do on those Marans? Nobody responds.
Nobody.
When he does the black culture, he's like, hey, everybody up zoom. Out.
Everybody don't zoom out. Say,
football.
Cassette, they don't sign cassette.
But I think the best thing we did. The best thing we did was that we actually have subgroups.
Wow,
Yeah.
Usually because we're the same people in all the
Yeah,
groups.
actually, we are the same people.
There was one day I and Samson was saying something on the football group.
Yeah.
Then he said something on the political group, and I used that conversation on the football group to tackle him. And I said, "You don't know the law, my brother."
They're different
It's a different group.
It's a different group. You don't cross group. You do not cross group.
That group is the reason why I don't tweet much.
Yeah, what's the point?
That was the point because
I haven't
bro,
tweeted since March.
I swear that group.
Come on, that group go
No,
leak?
God forbid.
It's over.
There's one
But-
day,
but-
who raised that conversation about putting in somebody that we don't know in that group?
I
Someone
saw
raised that
I was the
conversation.
one. I was the one.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
I put that and I put a poll and I still voted against it.
That's INEC chairman.
Where was Jude that first said no?
Okay, because Jude goes in
right.
2 legs in where you know the same everybody.
Jude
I
is
swear
first
that's-
that said no.
Unless now that Elon has started paying people, right?
Yeah.
Then before there's that comments I see on social media, I was like, these people they're not in group chats.
Yeah.
This is a group chat comment.
It's too far,
Don't
man,
bring
bro.
this thing on Twitter.
It's too far, bro. Don't go to Twitter
For
for
for you to be tweeting like this, it's definitely a group chat comment. Yeah, so week is good. Everybody doing well. Let's go into the fan mail, guys.
Yeah,
thank
almost
you so
1 hour
much.
later, we're just going to the family.
Is it an hour? No, are we an hour in?
No, no,
That's
no,
crazy.
I'm
We're
just
like
Wow.
30
almost.
we're like 30 minutes.
30 minutes, almost an hour.
27.
27 minutes,
Yeah.
We try.
almost an hour.
All right. So
I stick-
shout out to you
I
guys.
stick to my.
Shout out to you guys sending in your fan mails. We see everything. Shout out. We don't have any accidents, but we have a lot of things to cover anyways. But shout out to your fan mails. So if you
People are tired of our advice.
maybe we have oxygen, but I didn't see any for now. I just want to say that we will read all your fan mails. That's the first thing, right? But we will only read it if you actually send in something. If you just say, "Hey guys," like we appreciate that you listen to the podcast, and we appreciate that you want to reach out to us. But here's the thing: we receive so many fan mails that we have to start sifting through now,
Yeah.
right? So it means that if your fan mail is very generic.
If you use ChatGPT for your family,
All the generic one, just send it to our DM. We'll respond to you. We'll
You
talk
understand?
to
If
you.
I don't reply to many in my DMs, so just know.
You are proud. No?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Me,
know.
I'm a humble person.
Yeah, very good.
I'm accommodating, so
Yeah.
people can
I don't
send
get extra room. I know they accommodate anybody.
So if you just send generic stuff, we'll probably won't read it because it's not exciting enough or interesting
Yeah.
enough. So
But I
please
appreciate you though.
Yeah, but
for real.
Yeah,
For real.
yeah, we do appreciate you and shout out to you. And you know how you can show us more love? Rate and review the podcast. Rate and review the podcast. We also see everybody sending dropping comments on Spotify.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we see that as well, and we're loving it. And I send it to the guys. Right, I send it to you guys.
Yeah. You see the
Well,
screenshots.
sometimes, not every time. but it's fine.
Yeah, shout out to you guys. Okay, this is from Deku. Hey, once again, loose talkers. Deku here again. Firstly, I want to appreciate reading my mail and giving your opinions on it. It really uplifted me. Okay, so data entry in an insurance company where I basically turn pro forma invoices into certificates. Like I wrote earlier, I started August last year and the shege was premium. Time passed by and everywhere cool now at least, and I'm understanding what it takes to be a working class citizen bit by bit. I'm studying accounting in National Open University of Nigeria, and I've created a schedule for study after work hours. My plan is to fund the school with my earnings, and so the stage I'm in now is the development stage. Currently, I'm working with 8 courses, but the money and amount of courses will reduce as I step higher. I was told that I have 8 semesters to cover, and after months will have a BSc in accounting at 23
Awesome.
with 6 years of work experience
Damn.
with Shege toppings.
You've hacked it, my brother.
LinkedIn, wait for me, I'm coming.
Dang.
I know, say they know the plan for Nigeria, but this is my to-do list. But this my to-do list, is it better than nothing? But this my to-do list is better than nothing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thanks again, Giants. Una do well.
My
Yeah.
guy, you've hacked it.
You've hacked it, man.
Yeah.
You've hacked it, my
Yeah.
brother. There's nothing
Remember
to...
this guy?
I remember.
Yeah.
You've hacked it, my brother. And I wish you the best, bro.
Godspeed.
Yeah, I wish you the best. It's not easy combining. We talked about it
Yeah.
last time. It's not
Bro.
easy combining work and...
It's hard.
Bro, I'm
And
still doing
studies.
it. It's not easy. Sometimes I just look at my course, like what I have to do. I'm like, you know what? Now sleep short pass at this time.
Can't kill yourself.
It's not easy, but bro, the ease is the biggest strength to progress. When something is too easy.
Shout out to Denzel.
Comfort. Thank you. It's Denzel.
Yeah.
Denzel. You know the vibe. You know the vibe.
I
You
know
the
that.
vibe.
Yeah.
When
Greatest
something
actor
is
of
too
all time.
easy and something is too and it's too soft, my brother, and I set up. If they tell you say easy,
Easy. Now
set
set up.
up.
According
So
to the
it's-
urban philosopher.
it's hard, right?
Two-Face Idibia.
It's hard because the path where we are going to is really, really good. So continue. You know.
Yeah.
Shout out to you.
Yeah. Shout out to you. I mean, you've hacked it.
You've hacked it. That's it. You've hacked
Let
it.
me tell you, you would
This is something I wish I knew when I was
You-
20, when I
you
was
get-
your age. Yeah.
guess what? The way you know that meme of everybody dancing and then there's one guy at the corner
Yeah.
saying these people
Don't
don't
know that. I
know.
was going to mix this up.
That's how you are in your school
Yeah.
right now. Look at all the people in your school. They are all just
They're
focused
clueless.
on,
They're clueless. They
They're-
don't know what they're going to do in the future.
bro. In the next 4 years,
They will start figuring out what they want to do. And guess what you are? You're already a pro.
so you've jumped.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
you
Jump
know,
the queue, literally.
that's one way to look at it. The other way to look at it is that you're already building yourself. Bro,
That's true.
wish you the very best, man.
Yeah.
All right, this is from. Let me see before the guy says, "Please leave me
The
alone."
click you anonymous. You don't already mention your name.
Anonymous.
You know, say you. Okay, it's no longer Phil. It's Nah, cut it.
Yeah, no, I gotta cut it. From Fola. Hello, Giants. Hope you all are doing good. I have been following your podcast for about a year, and I must say the recent change to an iPhone made me discover the pod, as iPhones usually come with a podcast app without having to open an account.
The guy did trenches before.
Yeah. Welcome, man.
told
From
you-
trenches to triumph.
No, I don't mean that Android is trenches, but when the way you say talk the iPhone,
Steve,
it's like
Steve,
new
Steve,
lease of
Let me tell you,
life.
let me tell you,
See,
your
some-
Android phone can be cost $1 million.
No,
Eh?
that is no.
It's
That
still
an
trenches.
Android, an Android phone that costs $1 million is now Samsung.
Yeah.
Anything that is there, you not Android.
See, a Samsung phone is using the Android operating system. It is trenches. I'm telling you.
It's like-
I'm not the one saying this
It's
now.
like,
Wait, say I am behind this.
I say, yeah,
You know,
it's like
it's
I say,
Asake,
oh.
If you are not using the iPhone operating system or the Mac operating system for your laptop.
Yeah, bro.
I remember when I
Trenches.
bought, I used to try and you know the problem with people that use Windows and Android,
Yeah.
they have this strong, will for their platform.
They do that. They're keeping you real.
Do you understand?
But
Say,
sorry, I don't agree.
eh,
fam.
hold on.
I'm a
hold
mad
on.
guy, man.
I've
Come on.
witnessed this thing a million times. You see, this Windows, all that thing with your Mac, I can't put flash drive, I can't transfer things. I used to just ask people, what are you transferring?
Why do you need to
I
transfer?
cannot transfer from my phone. I cannot see the
I
phone.
used to
What
ask that
are
thing a
you?
lot.
What are you
Have you heard of
transferring?
airdrop?
What are
My guy.
what are you transferring, Seth? This thing that you are transferring, what is it? See, the first person, I remember when I used to still work at Nets, Mr. Annie had, of course, he used to Mr. Annie on Switch Go Mark.
Big boy.
You know
Get that
Big
one out.
boss. It was Chris Idero, right?
Yeah.
He used to use Windows that time. And then, you say, this Windows is and then you just say, go and get yourself a Mac. What's all this?
What's all this?
I remember when Chris now bought a Mac and he bought the big one, right? Chris now became the number one supporter of every Apple
Bro,
product.
that's how I am now.
Bro.
The way-
Computer wise, I'm in. It's been a year now, a year and some change
Yeah.
for Mac, and I keep asking myself, why didn't I do this thing earlier?
Bro. They don't go tell you.
When I tasted Mac some years ago,
See,
when
what's
I
it
bought
good?
myself a personal Mac, I bought it from somebody second hand. I said, I can't.
going
No, I'm not
back.
going
All that
again.
time I was working at Ringy and I was using a Windows.
I know. I was at home. You're using. I know.
Yeah,
yeah.
I just they look the thing.
You go just vex.
Immediately I did this, everybody in my house, all the Windows computer in my house had to go. You had to go. Bro.
You gotta go.
You had to go. You had to
You
go.
gotta go.
Everybody has to
My
go.
wife, she still uses like an Android phone, but like
Yeah.
she was using a Windows, so she didn't have a laptop. I now just went to store, got her a laptop, Mac.
Yeah.
When she now uses some things, and I said, no, just everybody. I said, can you see? Till today, I still let her have it. You gotta come on. So thank God for you, my brother. You know, I say because guess what? An iPhone has its default podcast.
course, yeah.
Let me now explain to you the meaning of podcast. How the name
Now
podcast
them
came.
start
It is an iPod.
Yeah.
It's
actually.
you are casting. It's like radio cast. It's like
Radiocast.
broadcast.
It's podcast.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
understand? Broadcast. They now said podcast.
Now them start
Now
that's
damn,
not
this thing
down.
we
Not
dey
the
call
vibe,
podcast.
not
eh?
the
Now
vibe.
Now the vibe.
now iPhone get the vibe.
Now the vibe.
This thing is a podcast. The nomenclature of that name comes from the iPhone. It comes from Apple.
Now Steve and the people.
Steve and
I
Steve
don't
Jobs
even know
them.
you.
Uh-huh. So
And guess whose namesake is
the guy now say without having to open an account.
Hey.
the guy
Welcome to
don't
the-
suffer.
From Mushi
Guy
to
don't
Mohit,
suffer.
my guy.
This guy don't suffer. This guy don't suffer. It reminds me of a checkout customer that I spoke to recently.
Yeah.
And like, so anytime that you on his e-commerce website, anytime you want to like buy something, you must sign in.
Yes.
So the first time I saw him, I'm like, why you are losing customers here? So
Yeah.
I now sent articles on
Because
checkouts.
what you can do is one time sign up. So that transaction
after
now
they-
signs you up.
Thank you.
But the transaction goes through. Yeah.
So the one time we're talking about, so we're just
what
talking
payment
about.
page is he using? What is his problem?
Yeah, so we're just talking at the buy random buy in first stack, and it does huge numbers. I'm like, you come out. I'm like, I work with the fintech company. How is your checkout? So we just talk. So I now went to my phone, trying to buy some things from his.
They say you must sign in.
That's for signing. I say, my brother, you don't fuck up.
No,
He said, no. Do you know how many people that sign up? I say,
no.
Try not try first time visitors.
Yes.
Just allow them to buy. A month later, the guy called me, say, bro, my brother, I be mumu.
Like I was struggling
The
from.
guy was, bro,
information
is very important.
key, it's
I'm
key.
telling you,
It's power.
I'm telling you.
Knowledge is power. Okay. It says, and then you can follow any podcast of your choice. Hi, God.
The
This guy
was in trenches.
There's no way. Welcome to the
Fola,
life, bro.
Fola.
Welcome to the life.
Fola, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You know, I'm a Spotify guy.
Yeah.
So sometimes Spotify, they push podcast to you.
Mm.
Spotify will push podcast to me. I'll go on my podcast app on my phone
You go
Yeah.
and search it.
You go to our podcast.
You shall not
and
deceive me.
search it. For a long time, I didn't listen to academics podcast because
It wasn't on
it's not
Spotify.
Apple. It's not
It's
on
not on Apple, yeah.
The only reason I listened to it because Elliot Wilson was on it.
Wow.
That's the only reason I went to Spotify to,
Yeah.
bro, and that's it. The only podcast I go to Spotify to listen to is Joe Rogan.
Yeah, that's the only person that takes
That's
me
the
to
only
Spotify.
big.
Yeah.
You are the only person that will make me go on Spotify and listen to a podcast. If
And
you're
even,
not on my
and even
Apple Music,
and by
Apple
that, I've not been
podcast.
listening to a lot of Joe Rogan podcasts.
Yeah, because you have some
Same
some
here.
people.
I can't wait for that contract to finish.
Same.
Because I need him back.
No, you don't say that bag. That
bro,
bag
that
was
thing is
like
200 million. He's not finishing, my brother.
No, it's not. It's 3 years they sign now.
It's 3 years.
They'll do extension. It's supposed to be 3 years. 3 years, so it's not finished now. Look, 2019 they signed it.
3 years for 200 million.
No, it wasn't 2019. I
Some
think
people
like
don't make
2020.
Spotify. This loose talk is the best podcast.
Bro, the guy
in
built a
Nigeria.
new studio, bought a
Spotify.
comedy club.
Spotify.
Joe Rogan is paid now.
Spotify. If they pay us like if they pay us like Joe Rogan, I go quit my job.
No, why are you working?
What's a job? What's a job?
Why are
Please,
you
guys, go on my podcast and rate it so that
Do you
Spotify can come and buy
understand?
it.
You guys,
Even
you
for
need to rate
10%.
When I go see content,
Omo.
Jesus
You need to
Christ.
rate this.
We go
thing
do Twitch. We go do everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. What we do? Charity football match. We go do. We be like side men.
full gear.
Yeah. Loose talk giants in a haunted mansion. You see everything.
You go
You
be
like
like
joking.
you go be like that Kai Senat guy.
That showed his dick. No, it wasn't Speedy that showed his dick or Kai Senat. One of them.
was speed.
Yeah, it was Speed.
Oh my, those boys has made money.
Those boys
When
are
I saw how
king
much Spotify gave my guy B Simmons, like,
Yeah. They bought the
they
whole thing.
bought the full. Yeah, I was telling you guys. I
The
think
ringer.
they just bought only the podcast.
No, they bought the
full
network.
ringer.
Food
Yeah.
network, man.
Jesus Christ.
We're getting there, global
Oh,
village.
easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
We'll be
They are
there.
dope like that.
Yeah, I even have some exciting news to share with you
Ah, we're
guys.
done.
Oh,
It's not
my
money yet,
God.
though.
Baman,
Yeah,
give me some alcohol.
yeah. All right. It says this podcast has made me to made me not to bagbeile, which is forget home, and gives me nostalgia of life in Nigeria before I left Nigeria 10 years ago. Thank you for all that you do. The people who left
2013.
the people who left like 2013, thanks to the internet.
Me and Asake never. No, only Twitter. Me and Asake talk about 2013. Just once or twice.
What's wrong with this guy? 2013.
When is God die?
You and I knew. Oh,
what's
sorry.
wrong
I'm
with
sorry.
this
I'm
guy?
sorry. I'm sorry. I don't drink. Now you give me alcohol now.
What's wrong with this guy?
No
2013.
verse. I'm missing it up. Me, I don't drink small now. In full
This guy, they
context,
annoying.
I don't drink small. No verse. No, they are your me and I never know. But they read the article.
So you guys never knew each other?
It was impossible to know each other. Finally.
You are mad.
Yes, it was impossible to know each
It was
other.
a net. I introduced myself to you. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
Ayo is proud.
See, we used to be calling disturbing you.
Ayo is very proud.
Say hello, please. This is Steve Dede.
I enjoyed the last podcast titled House of Cards. Below are my takes on the issues discussed. Hey,
Professor.
rejoinder, Super Falcons.
Wow.
Did you hear about the ignoble NFF how the ignoble NFF have failed to pay the Super Falcons even after they made us proud at the tournament? FIFA Fifth Pro had to release a statement that monies for participating in the tournament will be paid directly into the players' bank account for the first time in the history of FIFA. All of this is due to the continued ignoble proclivity of the NFF. I think we've discussed part of this, right?
Why? As you said NFF, why you can't look me?
Well, I go look at you for NFF.
Bro.
I don't understand.
I don't understand. When we they talk every other thing, we know where we they.
I know where I go look at your
Eh-heh.
face. Now NFF, I can't look at you. It doesn't even. It's like oil and water.
I don't even know where the NFF office is in Lagos.
You understand? I'm sure I
Same here, bro.
A swan writer.
This one.
A swan member rather. Sports writer.
Would that be a kiosk for National Stadium?
Quick one. The I want to know. Sports Writers Association of Nigeria, Swan. Is their logo a swan?
Swan, man.
Yeah.
The logo is a swan.
Yeah.
You know they go. No need to
I don't
take,
joke.
no.
I don't joke with that association.
Swan.
I love them.
See,
die.
very powerful. Oh.
Yes,
And
no,
it's like
Powerful
very powerful association.
Swan.
I don't
Swan.
joke with them.
They
Every year they pay my fee.
You still they pay him.
Before.
Yeah.
See this guy.
They give people visa.
Yeah.
Swan. Anyways, he says, I don't know about you guys, but more often than not, Nigerian government and its apparatus tend to put us in the news for the wrong reasons. Newsflash. The only bright spots are Afro-pop Nigeria singers, Nollywood, few Nigerians who are doing well in their chosen field of career. Okay. Rejoinder, cancel culture. Have you guys heard of Jordan Peterson?
Oh.
I don't like the way you're asking all these questions.
Now we introduce the president to Nigerian audience.
Anyways, he says he's a professor of clinical. Guy, let me just move on. He has been in the news for the right and wrong reasons, depending on where a person sits on the political spectrum. I am a right or conservative, by the way. Of course, you're Nigerian. He has rallied against.
Asake is hating.
No. Nigerians are conservative. No.
But I know that some left leaning
Is this
Nigerians.
new idea on my 10 toes, people? You understand?
That's crazy.
You get-
Cutting young John.
No.
I'm right now. I'm liberal now.
You know you are liberal.
Yeah, I'm liberal now.
I think I'm a center right.
Yeah.
I think all of us here, three of us are like center right. Like
Yeah, we're center
like,
right.
liberal
Let me
but
put it that way.
conservative.
Conservative, yeah.
Yeah.
it's true. Let me put it
See,
that
but
way.
Nigerians are
Nigerians are
right.
full-blown conservative.
Ultra right wing militant.
Ultra right, no time,
But more coded.
religious.
But coded. But Nigerians are like, what? Nigerians are conservative now.
Yeah, it's a very
Yeah,
conservative country.
like true Nigerians.
Yeah,
Not, even the ones that form woke.
They are.
Eh?
They are also conservative.
Bro,
yeah.
there are
If-
pockets in their lives that
If
It's
they
true.
see, if they
if they can
see-
apply that real life, they will
if-
apply conservative.
if
Yeah.
they see extreme left, they go wrong.
They go wrong.
you never see extreme
It's
levels
true.
before.
It's
Do you
true.
understand? Anyways, he says he's I am a right or conservative, by the way. He has rallied against cancel culture in the Western world, even at the rise of children, teenagers, sex change surgery has received support from most anti-Christian governments of the West. He has also rallied against the notion that people are born gay and the increase in broken marriages and celebration of divorce in the world of now. Jordan Peterson has seen his followership increase in the past few years as more young men and other folks who have become disillusioned and confused with the many hot topics affecting human lives see him as an alternative voice who speaks his truth without fear of being cancelled. And believe me, there has been many attempts to cancel him, but his fame is spreading. If you guys know about him, I'd like to hear your thoughts on what you think about the man and his work. I think what Jordan Peterson basically has done is challenge the narrative.
Yeah, turn it to status quo.
Yeah.
Yeah, and almost to the detriment of his
I listen to him a lot.
to his
though.
career.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I listen to him a lot. So a lot of people think Jordan Peterson is just about
Shock value, shock jaw.
female,
yeah.
the linguistic about female and male,
Equal rights and all that.
transgender.
That's just what goes viral.
That's just what
goes viral. If you listen
Man
to that
has
guy
so much to
deeper.
talk about like parenting,
Yes.
Motivational,
career,
how to get your life right.
How to get
Yes.
your life right.
He's actually probably the best on the
Yup.
internet.
So
Yeah.
if you remove the shock value, there's so much value that he
Yeah,
offers.
Yeah.
but people slice this his videos and just put the
People forget this guy is a clinical psychologist. So
Yeah,
a lot
they-
of things that he talk about are things that are proven clinically,
and whenever he's in debates, when he challenges the other person, he brings out facts.
and he brings
like,
up
according to
facts.
studies.
Exactly.
Let me know your
You
own.
Yeah,
and
so,
everybody keeps quiet.
Yeah, even when sometimes I feel that he contradicts himself in terms of the nomenclature about how I raised to call somebody a
woman or a man.
woman or
yeah.
a man or something like that. If you remove those those jargons, it has a lot of value in terms
Yeah.
of how you apply your life, how you are a better person,
Yeah.
how you're a better parent and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing I like about him is that he's not emotional about anything he's saying. He's very calm.
And that's why I love his
Stays his
podcast.
point. That's why I
And
love
that's
him.
why I like watching
that's why I
his
love his.
content, right?
That's why I love his interviews, his podcast, whatever content that he's putting
You know.
out. There's no emotion attached to it. He's just telling you this is how it is.
This guy is basically
Unlike someone like
Andrew
who is
Tate.
someone from the right.
Andrew
Not Andrew
Tate.
Tate. Not Andrew Tate. There's this guy
Ben Shapiro.
Ben Shapiro.
I can't stand that guy.
Ben
I
Shapiro
click on
just
him, I
shouting.
just disappear.
I'm like, sometimes I'm like, why are you shouting? It's not a matter of life and death. Calm down.
Ben, you're chill.
Just calm down. Like
Ben Shapiro will be like, Steve, I do not believe that.
Yeah, first of all, that voice is very like on the same level.
But Jordan Peterson just calms down,
Yeah.
explains the situation to you.
No
He's not
emotions.
ruffled, no emotions. That's it.
He was sick for a while though, for like a year. Yeah, you have to go to Russia to get treatment.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jordan Peterson. Ben Shapiro as well. See, the people that were Ben Shapiro,
Alex.
Alex Jones is crazy.
I
Alex,
just know that is
Did you watch?
that's
Did you watch the last episode where I don't know if it's the most recent episode, but there's an episode where Tim Dillon is not even on that episode, right?
Where he went
It's been long I
to-
listened to him. It's
to
been
Joe
long I
Rogan.
listened to
Yeah,
him.
when he went to Joe Rogan. That episode.
Oh, the last.
So Joe
okay.
Rogan had to be fact checking
He had, bro.
Alex Jones because he didn't want anyone else. So he said, no, Alex
Alex Jones wants.
Alex Jones is a full-blown conspiracy theorist.
Alex Jones
there's
once
nothing-
said-
is an extreme.
Is it's
You know what I gave up
So that's
on?
the thing. So the extreme from the right and from the left.
Yeah.
Those guys, I just avoid them. I don't
Just
listen to
avoid
them.
extremes.
Avoid extremists.
You know when I gave up on Alex Jones? He said, I can be retarded. I like, you're realizing now. You that yari.
You know when I gave up on Alex Jones?
Yeah.
The interview with Pes Morgan.
No,
He was
he-
full-blown crazy in that interview.
no, he didn't
It
allow
wasn't
Pierce.
normal.
That's
there's
an old interview.
Yeah, no,
Bro,
that's
for
when
you
I gave up.
for you to bully Pierce, then you're
Yeah,
mad.
for you to start talking about that, what's that shooting?
The
Sandy
ang-
Hook.
Yeah.
Sandy Hook.
Sandy
The
Hook.
Sandy
shooting.
Hook shooting. I was
That
like,
was
no, this
active.
They
is
sued him now.
It's,
Yeah.
That's why I wrecked him now. He has
Yeah.
to pay. He still hasn't paid.
Yeah.
Then he will pay.
His wildest theory was like,
They
sort of
deplatformed
fox.
him everywhere.
Yeah,
They deplatformed him everywhere, yeah.
So like stuff like that.
In one swoop, that day it was just in one day. They did everything. Facebook, Twitter,
so when
everywhere.
you listen to Jordan Peterson, you get the sense that he's not trying to be viral. He's just
Yeah.
telling you
There's
what
no
it is.
shock to it.
But Andrew Tate, Ben Shapiro, you just sense that these guys are just shock value.
What
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
Andrew Tate was wild, man. You know how many boys he had converted
fuck
into
that
that
guy,
his,
fuck him.
into that his.
what about
I don't care about him.
the African American lady?
Oh, of course, it's
What's her
she's
name?
shock value too now. Candice
Candice
Owens.
Owens. I like Candice
She's
Owens.
shock values too.
No,
She's shock value too.
I like
She's shock value too.
she does bring out some points. That
She
make
just
sense.
bring out
She
some
brings
points.
out
She
some
sees
points.
some
But
points.
that
She
shock
see-
value from is what I
you
can
see
stand.
the shock value stuff where she also goes in
And tweet, quote
and
tweet,
yeah, stuff like that. The
where she
conspiracy
goes-
over
George Floyd.
just law
That's
stuff
just right.
like that.
That's why you did it from the way she just now is like, no, I can't
Yeah.
do this. I can't do this. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So
So
that Peterson is like the most
I
sensitive.
don't like shock value. It reduces the value of your
What you're trying to
opinion.
pass across.
What you're trying to
The
pass
message,
across.
the
Once you just
potency
start,
of the
yeah,
message.
I just
Yeah.
move on.
But I like when Candice Owens goes in on black culture.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know me.
We
I
know you,
know-
we know you, we
Be
know
specific on
you.
black culture.
That's how
Well,
you know
black
we know.
culture-
We know. We on the group chat, we know. You don't need to explain to us.
Yeah, we know.
Black culture being, and I will explain it for
And
you.
I understand. African American culture is.
My brother.
I don't know how to explain this.
My brother. You can
It's
be
an
wild
outside-
at
they
times.
need help.
Like the depiction in the media is not very good.
They need help.
Very nice, terrible. It's an all-time
yeah.
low.
The shade
They
room needs
need
to be
help.
closed.
Yeah. Shade Room, all those
entirely.
other.
Yeah, they need
terrible.
help. Yeah.
Anyways, no problem. Okay, we're almost done.
No, just circling back to what Asake is saying, right? Any culture that really emphasizes on something that's not of value, it does not make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
Right? Like sometimes I look at shade room, I'm like, what value are you attaching to the black community?
Nothing.
Are you telling people to go to school?
Nothing.
Are you telling people to learn trade?
Even when they are celebrating,
yeah,
right?
like
It's just like
it's really terrible.
I think almost
Right?
now, like especially within the hip hop culture, it's almost like a parody of black culture now.
if you look at
yeah.
like
Where's
my
the
wife,
ch-
my wife
Can I ask
pointed me.
a question?
My wife pointed me to this. Sorry,
Yeah.
I have to mention this. Right? She was like, "What's Asian?" My wife asked me one question one day. It's like,
That's the same thing. I just want to. What's the Asian version of Shade Room?
what are Asians pushing? I'm like, when my wife asked me this, I'm like, the first thing that came to my head was STEM. My wife said, so Asians are pushing STEM. What are Black Americans pushing? I couldn't answer it.
I know the funny thing, there are black Americans there,
And
but
bro,
the
the
media
world that
won't
we live in
highlight
right
them.
now, the world, and when I
we-
mentioned this, I remember mentioning this to my club guys one time. I was that everybody must not science. They took it personal. Everybody must not science study sciences. I'm like, no,
That's
it's
not
not about
even
everybody
race fault.
study science. I'm like saying, what is impacting the world right now? Technology.
Where's
STEM.
black people?
Where's black people? Are they there? No. What the biggest black platforms? What are they pushing? Are they pushing STEM?
Do you know something?
No. The biggest Asian platforms. What are they pushing? Are they pushing
STEM.
STEM? Yes.
So there's a problem.
There's a problem.
Do you know the craziest thing?
So when my wife asked me, I said, I opened my mind like, damn, that's true.
Yeah. But you know, that's why I'm
That's
saying
true.
that America is funny because the biggest YouTube reviewer, tech reviewer in the world
Yeah.
is a black guy.
Yeah, MKH.
MKH.
Oh,
PhD,
PhD. Yeah, that's true.
For people-
But you never see him on black. And
Did I even knew him? One guy was doing a YouTube series.
Osage was the one that introduced me to him.
I was in a YouTube one hole, and two black guys were talking.
I can't remember.
When have you
two black
seen
guys
him
were
on
talking.
Shade Room before?
No, you can never see him on stage room. You can never see children celebrating doctors, medical doctors, engineers, stuff like
I was like,
that.
didn't I knew MKBHD? I entered a YouTube wormhole, and two black guys were talking. And one guy said, do you know that the average African, this is what the guy said, not me. The average African American woman, would rather date a young thug kind of guy
Yep.
than the MKBHD. And the guy
Yeah.
said, who's MKBHD? He said, you don't know, that's the biggest
Marquise Brown. That's his
tech.
name.
He said, that's the biggest tech reviewer.
That's how you knew.
And he went to his stage page, he saw this guy had spoken to Kobe,
Everybody.
Bill Gates, and I was like,
Kobe.
you don't even know a black guy doesn't even know him.
Was it Osage or Anayo that mentioned him? When you mentioned him, the first when I
think I
said
told
on
you. I think I was
YouTube,
the one that told you.
I think it was Anayo. And I love Kobe. You know I love Kobe now. Kobe
Bean,
Bryant.
Bean,
Yeah.
baby.
Bean,
Yeah.
that's my
Bean.
guy.
Yeah.
That's my
Bean.
guy.
And
Like
I
I have an
peace.
emotional attachment to Bean.
Bro,
Even the day he
I
died.
have Kobe Bryant muted on my Twitter.
Bro, do you know the
Because
day?
anytime I see anything,
Bro, do
it makes me sad.
I've explained the day he died to you now.
Yeah,
It was a
yeah.
Sunday.
You
I
told
was in
me
the
now.
hospital with my wife.
How's that work?
Denzel was in the hospital. But anytime Denzel is in the hospital, my wife is the one sleeping on the sick bed, and Denzel who's the one
Running
sick is the one running around. So my wife is in the bed. Denzel is running. I'm trying to catch Denzel, trying to contain him. I was listening to the podcast, All the Smoke podcast.
Interviewing.
Kobe Bryant. So I'm pausing and playing because Denzel is just distracting me.
Yeah.
I'm like, come, people should come and
Attend to this boy.
no, not at just check us out.
Yeah.
Like what is
Let's
the
go
hospital
home.
thing?
Yeah.
Let's go home.
Yeah.
Discharge us. This boy, we can come tomorrow and take injection. This boy is fine, right?
Yeah.
So I'm in that mood, and I'm listening to the Kobe Bryant podcast. I'm pausing. Then my wife is sleeping off, and my wife is on the bed sleeping off.
Going in and
Then she
out,
wakes up, goes on Instagram, and she says, "Steve, Kobe Bryant, the basketballer, they say he's dead."
Damn.
I'm like, so I thought maybe because she was behind me.
Yeah.
So I was scrolling my phone. I thought maybe she saw me listening to the.
Yeah.
She said, the reason I'm telling you because I know you've been listening to an interview because in the car while we were coming here,
listening to Bryant.
it was Kobe Bryant. I'm like, are you serious? Are you for real? Then I went on Twitter. The first thing I saw was daily mail post.
Yeah.
Bro, I broke down. Now me, they're supposed to put for bed.
I was speechless.
I
that
saw
day.
it.
Bro, no, Kobe Bryant.
Physically drained me that
I
day.
I went to bed.
Ha.
I still haven't gotten over Kobe Bryant.
You know that
You know
sometimes,
what's the way I tweet it? Kobe Bryant is dead.
bro, sometimes I skip his interviews when I sit on YouTube. I said,
Yeah.
I can't.
I said I muted the word Kobe Bryant on
No.
Twitter
Yeah.
immediately. I don't want to see anything.
Yeah.
I went back to bed. I
Bro,
just
somebody
told my
that
wife,
dedicated
Yeah.
his life.
Yeah, so
Just one-
it was That interview, that could be my
Marcus
interview.
Brown.
I really
Shout out to
love it.
MKBHD, man.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
black culture in America.
So it's true. It's true.
What
What
did Jay-Z say?
it's true what I'm talking about.
Jay-Z said something on Legacy on 444, which is one of his best albums, by the way. He said,
444 is my best Jay-Z album.
if I'm keeping it real, anytime I say it's not my best,
It's my
Jay-Z
best
album,
Jay-Z
I'm
album.
just trying to be.
It's just because nostalgia is the only reason.
Nostalgia and the way you introduce
Nostalgia is the only reason
him.
I just take blueprints,
the blueprints.
the blueprints.
But you know why you fuck with 444?
But in terms of impact, like in terms of like listening to Jay-Z and thinking about my family,
It's
my
444.
kids.
You know why? That's what I'm saying.
444.
Because you're a father now.
Yeah,
444.
444.
If
Bro, let me tell you.
When we're
if
young,
you try me, if you
Blueprint.
get the way you drag me, I'll rate him and Beyonce. What's the title of that album?
Everything is love.
everything is love.
I'll rate Everything Is Love as his third best album. Like you get the way you go annoying me,
No, is that the name of the album?
bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, Everything Is
okay.
Love, bro. That album. Bro, that album.
Yeah.
In talk for that.
But I like the way that Jay-Z just his whole catalog is different. Wherever you're in your life,
Yeah.
you can.
You can
Let's go back
match.
to Black Hawk. Let's
You
go
can-
back to what we
So what does Jay-Z say? He says we're gonna start a society within society. That's major, like just like the Negro.
Sorry, I have to
League.
interject here. That's what Charlie Poppy said. Inside that avian, another avian day inside.
Man, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
That's so real, bro.
Terrible.
I love
Thank you.
that breakdown. I fuck with it.
That's
I fuck with it.
Sojina's
I fuck
level
with it.
breakdown.
I fuck with it. Osage does not appreciate like Nigerian.
And Charlie Poppy is from his area.
Yeah, it's true. Osage does not appreciate Nigerian made.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Now
here.
foreign made,
Now
like-
dollar, now me dollar the cost with that.
Importing.
Importing.
Buy Nigeria.
Don't really buy
So good in
Nigeria.
era.
Go point
That
Buhari.
campaign was so fucking stupid. Anyways, it says we're gonna start a society within a society. That's major, just like the Negro League. That was America. That was a time. There was a time America wouldn't let us ball. Those times are now back. Just now, they call it Afrotech.
Tech.
Yeah.
We need to be in the forefront of the
We need
things
to
that
be.
will change
Yeah,
lives.
That is why I keep saying that a race cannot move forward if you keep doing too much entertainment. You need banking, tech,
It does not make
finance.
sense.
Still, you need this
And I think
hardcore shit.
we're going to talk about it later. That's why I was so happy with Israel's trade, right?
Yeah.
People have to realize that there are people who have money and they're not in crime. They're not in
Yeah.
internet crime.
Entertainment.
They're not in
entertainment.
they're not career
People have
politicians.
to, or for Black American Black American context, African Americans have to understand that people who are making money, they're not
They're not in
Sports,
sports.
they're
they're not
music.
athletes, they're
Yeah.
not musicians.
Yeah.
They're not
They
drug
have to
dealers.
understand that.
Yes.
Once you
And
start
they-
pushing that thing,
and they do not
that's
require-
the upliftment of.
They do not require showmanship.
Thank
or that thing they say, oh, you're
The lights on them.
your culture.
Thank you.
you're
We
from
are the culture. Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
there was a guy, that thread, I can't find that thread anymore.
Yeah.
There's a guy that did a breakdown and said, when
You are a real nigga. I hate that thing.
yeah,
Bro,
you know,
there's-
you access a certain level of wealth.
From
Yeah.
I've got
Yeah.
his drink jam.
The Nas one, have
He
you?
said he wanted to take Nas
To the hood.
with Phantom, Rolls Royce, open roof. I'm taking him to the roof, and Nas said nah. And he was saying that's why I lost him. I'm like, that's why I lost you, nigga.
That's when Nas lost you, man.
That's why I lost.
Somebody said,
Bro, Nas.
Nas looked at it and said,
You want to take Nas?
you want to take me? I'm a stylish-
Uber investor.
Bro.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Right.
Ring.
Man, the way Nas turned his life
Rest in
around.
peace.
Bro.
Rest in peace to some of the biggest hip hop artists. But where did they get gone?
No.
In the hood, bro.
Where's Pop Smoke?
Where's Nipsey Hussle?
Where's Dipsy?
Why did Biggie go to
What?
LA?
Do you understand?
You want to take
50
Nas?
cents.
So I wouldn't have
50
had
cents.
Nas.
Acquired
50 cents.
and
50
acquired
cents is not
wealth
responsible
and
niggas.
left
He left
Southside
it
Jamaica Queens
easily.
and went to Connecticut.
On the second
Easily.
album, on the
Guess
second
what?
album, 50 said fuck the hood.
Yeah.
Guess
We
what?
no get time.
Guess what? For years, other hip hop artists attacked 50 Cent for having bodyguard and leaving the hood.
And living the hood.
Bro, Source
And guess what?
Magazine.
Growing up, what was I saying? 50 ain't a real nigga.
Bro,
now.
Source
yeah,
Magazine
yeah,
did an
yeah,
article
yeah.
that he has sold that why is he when why does he have bodyguards and why is he bulletproof?
The guy was rolling with bodyguards and people were clowning somebody that has over $1 million.
That's someone that wants to stay alive.
Guess what?
I'm telling you.
Guess what? In America right now, where rappers are canceling their shows, 50 Cent has the biggest hip hop tour.
20. How many years later? From
He's
Get
selling
Use of
out
That Trying.
arenas.
He did Madison Square Garden in 2 nights.
Tonight, Busta Rhymes was going mad. Busta Rhymes was the
Busta
fourth
Rhymes was
one.
on IG complaining. It's like this guy did 800 and something thousand tickets from his show in one night.
Because of him, Tony Yayo is back. Tony Yayo is back on stage. What are you joking about now?
So yeah, he's doing media tour, academics,
Doing the hand dance.
Yeah, do the hand dance.
drink champs, breakfast club. Bro,
See, black culture. And you know the funny
We
thing?
have to explain to people. Like, Osage used to complain about shade room. I didn't understand why. I just thought maybe he was hating.
No, it's bad.
You know,
It's bad.
but it's bad.
And you know the dangerous thing
bad, it's bad, it's
is
bad.
that we
He's crept into Nigeria now.
We are-
That's the
it-
problem.
for a while, eh,
That's
for a
what
while.
Osage. And that
I saw black culture as whatever America pushed.
Yes.
You believe that? Oh yes, this is
This
it.
is it. Yeah.
At one point, you have to say,
Bro,
our reality here is different from your
It
reality.
influenced us.
yeah, he does. He did.
It influenced us
He did.
growing up.
Yeah,
see,
I started seeing our metric of success as our own metric of
See,
success.
Nigerian boy will never go kirikiri once. He's talking about snitching. My brother, if you go kirikiri, you will snitch.
Bro, you
snitching.
you do a
Easily
podcast in
now.
jail. So yeah, on the 15th of February, a full-blown podcast. I saw him push the
Kirikiri,
animal.
if you go to kirikiri,
You do.
in short, you don't even need to. You just go there. Just read Fuad's version of kirikiri.
You
will start singing.
you open choir.
Nobody go tell you.
Amazing grace. So what
I
is please
swear.
how to speak?
So anytime Asake goes on the group chat about African
I
American
get it.
culture,
I get it.
I understand it perfectly.
Hip hop
my
has done a
brother.
lot of positive. Let's not say that.
No, of course.
But
But it
the
has
trash they are
also
pushing out
damaged a lot
now,
of people,
what they are
my
celebrating
brother.
out now,
People need to chill.
bro,
people are
it's
saying
not,
free.
it's not the idea
Bro,
that
do
people
you
use
know
for.
how angry I am anytime I see free young thug?
I'm like, why?
You access
See, God
wealth
bless-
and you say you're not keeping it real.
Bro,
A few days after they arrested
Look
him,
at you. You went and got a job.
yeah, they clowned one young boy on Twitter.
When I
There's a
got a
video, you
job.
want to get a job.
Look at you.
You know,
Anytime
they're
I see
mentioning about
free
this
young
young
thug,
thug
I'm
thing.
always angry.
You know the young thing. When, a few days after,
Freaking me.
a few days after
I
he was
need him
arrested.
30 years.
Who?
So, young thug.
40, my nigga. First of all, that bad music will stop. First of all,
I was like, dude, let's change the topic. You are a hater.
I always been an anti-young.
Yeah, I hate that. You hate
So
that.
when I said that, young thug are gonna arrested for Rico. I'm like, go daddy, go.
That culture of free somebody that's been indicted on
Yeah.
crime, guys.
I'm not feeling anybody.
killing people on the street and your mama not in your own shit.
Bro,
How did Jose put it?
YSL was running as a gang in Atlanta.
You don't
You're
own the
killing
block.
people. Yeah.
You don't own the block.
You're killing people over a blog and your mama is renting.
Your mother is renting.
You know they don't like 444.
They
Yeah,
don't
they don't
like
like
it. That's what they don't like it.
That
now.
day
don't
came
like
out.
it.
That day came out. They all clanning him now.
Yeah.
They started bring that money phone thing. They all
Yeah,
clanning
the
him.
money phone
But
thing,
guess
even
what?
from Future.
When you're 45, you can't
Yeah,
pay for
it's
liver
done on
transplant
you.
and you're broke. You will know. You can't beg Jay-Z for money. Now.
No, 21 Savage was the one saying it. And I asked Jay-Z what are the three most important things. Jay-Z
You know why? You know
your
why?
doctor,
Yeah.
your chef, and your
Lawyer.
financial advisor or something.
Do you know why? 21 Savage is smart? He's an Ifa.
Yes.
He
no.
worships Ifa. So
Yeah.
he gets like
Yeah.
Killer Mike. So Killer Mike has started watching the people.
Yeah.
They have sense.
They don't like Killer Mike now.
They don't like Killer
They
Mike.
don't like Killer Mike.
They don't like Killer Mike.
Once you tell the truth,
And I
they
like
don't
21. 21 knows that he will never be Drake level.
him. Yeah.
Let me be my Atlanta guy.
Yeah.
I'm fine. And Drake, they carry and go every show now. And it's okay.
It's fine.
It's fine. He has more money than a lot of these guys on majors. Because he owns his own masters. He's independent. So fuck it. But yeah, what we consume from black culture, bruh.
And it has seeped into Nigeria.
The
so
olifanness of, the olifanication of beauty of the black woman has crept into Nigeria.
My brother.
Fully. Let's not even do that
there are
one
even
day.
some things I don't want to say on this podcast.
I just talk. I
because-
know how to pass this one for the carry machete on my head.
My brother, what the damage it has done to Nigerians, I pray it
And
can
you know
be
why?
reversed.
So it's
Our value system,
It's
you know,
crushed.
the value system is broken here. So what
it
we
was
see-
from internal, then external now clashed.
bro.
And the way we consumed hip hop as children, we are lucky that at that time hip hop was still more idealistic.
And it was even hip hop, not black culture.
It wasn't too much of black.
Yes, we didn't have access
It was
to
still
a
the
lot of black
idea
culture.
of
yes.
let's excel.
It was through the medium of hip hop we were consuming
Yeah.
it. So primarily music,
Somewhere along the way,
and then TV shows, the Jamie Foxx show,
Yeah.
you know, and co. You know what started damaging? You know what started damaging black culture?
Yeah.
I won't lie to you. Do you know what it is?
yeah,
It's reality shows.
yeah. I hated it. Till today, I can't stand love and hip hop.
Satan Scott Young,
That woman,
which is what Charlemagne calls her.
that woman,
The woman had to call Charlemagne and say, please.
Yeah, I remember.
Charlemagne calls us Satan Scott Young.
yeah, because it's terrible.
Reality show. What reality show?
What
Love
they
and
started
hip hop.
doing.
Love and hip hop.
The platform.
The damage that thing has done into the black culture.
Yeah.
Reality shows. Reality shows is what destroyed MTV now.
Yeah.
It was.
Because MTV will play music videos
Yeah.
and some really nice shows.
They now pivoted into reality shows.
Reality shows destroyed oh my god.
Yeah.
Because what love and hip hop is just, or what Shade Room is just the Instagram version of that ratchetness.
Yeah.
They
It
brought
is.
it
It is.
online.
That's what
That's
it
it.
is. Yeah.
That's it.
That's what it is.
And
BBL.
Yeah.
BBL. Then they've not integrated it with so many other things.
So many.
Fashion Nova. I don't like Fashion Nova as a brand.
No, first of all, it's cheap. It's cheap as.
I mean, it's cheap as, but the
And cheap as
kind,
they
the kind of designs.
cheap as they do it in.
They say it's cheap as.
It's cheap as.
No, they run belly. You don't forget
Okay,
Nigerian
they run
slang.
belly. Do you understand? But the design they design for black women.
Yeah.
Have you seen the designs they design? The what they produce?
Yeah, I've seen,
as
bro.
clothing.
I don't consider them as.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
You see some things that they wear and they produce and like, why? You know, what is going on?
Like, what is the thought process behind this?
Do you understand? I will try and explain to people that there is no reason for you to be sagging your jeans that your underwear is showing.
Yeah, but we know we sag down jeans too, so, bro.
My underwear was not showing, bro.
Yeah, nobody. No,
Yeah, but I understand. We did all that shit. And
Yeah.
you know, when you grow up, when you know better, you do better.
you now start seeing like, okay, I understand what people were saying back then.
But my bro, the thing has even worsened now.
No, the breath they reach me
you
now.
cannot be having tattoos on your face.
See,
It does not make sense.
one lesson I've learned, they said if you want to show that you're no longer part of society, is have a tattoo on your face. When you say, I don't give a fuck anymore, I don't need a 9 to 5,
Do you understand?
that is it.
Bro,
You cannot
we
have-
need a 9 to 5.
What is and guess what?
African Americans need it.
Bro,
And it's
not
creepy,
everybody
it's creepy.
is going to have a ring
Alright.
light or OnlyFans.
My brother, have I told you that my Nigerian friend went to the US for the first time in Atlanta?
Yeah,
Right?
He
I went to the mall.
Gave me this gist. He had PTSD.
And he was
He had a
shocked.
panic attack.
He saw Migos everywhere.
Yes, basically.
Yeah?
He said he had a panic attack. He had to go to the corner of the mall. And the people that he went with then noticed that he was,
He was uncomfortable.
yes, with what he saw.
I can't live in Atlanta.
Tats everywhere, the way they were dressed. It was just like, you
Yeah.
can't, like,
I can't live in
I
that
can't-
part of Atlanta.
they had to then drive him to another neighborhood, which was more relaxed. It was a restaurant for
Yeah.
him to have a meal.
You know, Atlanta is the black mecca now, so.
What scares me more,
Come on.
and I've had this opinion for a long time, when you are in a bubble and you don't have a view of the world, you there's a tendency for you to be caught up in
Yeah,
some sort of bullshit.
yeah. And that's
And
what,
that's
I
what
said.
happens to African Americans, right? They are caught up in that loop. Like they don't understand.
Yeah, it's a loop they can't break
It's a
anymore.
loop they can't break out of.
And that's why you see, they're no longer cool anymore.
Yeah,
They're no longer the
and that's why Afrobeat comes and people are attracted. Afrobeat is fascinating.
Reggaeton is
because
coming now.
Reggaeton is coming back now.
Yeah. Oh my God.
What
yeah,
has saved them for a long time is because black culture has remained cool for a long time.
yeah, it was a good, but now.
And that's what has really saved entertainment, black entertainment.
Yeah.
Once black culture stopped being cool, and the whites started fucking with Afrobeats,
they just say,
you
yo,
have to really.
niggas are not the
And that's why
coolest.
Drake, for example, Drake has remained very, very, very consistent.
He saw it.
because
He knew he had to
he's
branch
so,
out.
He's so open to like new
New stuff.
culture, new
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
and he's so in tune with what's happening around the world, unlike your typical hip hop artist. Right? I'm sure. Listen, I'm sure if you compare like the knowledge of the world, Drake, McMill,
No,
there's
come
a
on, man.
huge difference,
Yeah.
and that's the typical
I mean,
African American.
it's
You know,
Big Wheel in
Canada is
Ghana
even
now.
a melting pot
Yeah, of culture,
yeah, French
culture,
people,
Yeah,
international.
I think also that kind of, yeah, you understand, you able to,
Yeah,
you say,
yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
It's globalization, man. It's the new world that we're living in. If you can't cope and you're caught in a bubble, you'll be lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cut away.
Yeah.
All right, another fan mail from Eze. Eze says, hey guys, I have a few thoughts on the previous episode. One thing I've learned from cancel culture is their intention is not the person changing the behavior, it's having control over the person. What the person should say, do, go, and who the person should hang out with. For the young man that wants to work and go to school, more grease to your elbows. I've done that before and it was hard. From my experience, my best advice is to focus more on school than your job. It's going to be hard balancing both. You may sacrifice your sleep and fun and some fun times. If your job is stressful, it may affect your grades. Your boss may not care about your school and your teacher won't care that you have to make ends meet. I've experienced both and it hurts so much. Burnout may occur, depression may occur, frustration may occur. Damn, bro. And some friends might get mad at you because you can't hang out like you used to. Surround yourself with people that will comfort you and support you when the chips are down. In my own case, I carried a laptop to work, and during my break, I'd spend time doing my homework that required typing, so it was easier for me later. If you need a break, take a break so you can recuperate. Keep doing the good work. Each episode gets better. Thank you so much, Eze. Then from Uche, Hello, Giants. Thanks for gracing us with this weekly episode. I've been away from Nigeria since December 2014 and I returned July 16. I must say that the Lagos mainland back then was better than it is now. Roads are filled with holes, streets are dirty, and I can't find a trash can on any street in Lagos mainland or on the island. I wonder why cleanliness is not considered important. I also wonder what Sanwo Olu is doing, as I have not been able to identify any ongoing projects. A couple of projects. Furthermore, I came in with my Caucasian wife and I was disappointed because I had bragged about how mighty Lagos is. I visited Banana Island without an access code, tipped the security men, and they granted me passage. I was amazed with the type of structures there. However, bitterly disappointed with the community design, road and environment.
Who said this before?
Here's my Lagos highlight so far. Worst airplane runway, dirty airports, scammers into immigration officers trying to ask people for health declaration cards. People should not fall for that shit. They tried to do that shit with me. I just looked at the guy like, fuck out of here, man. Disgusting immigration officers who did not bother to check my Caucasian wife's passport for authenticity, asking for tip. Thugs outside the airports. No lane lines and traffic signs. I couldn't find a zebra crossing. Drivers passing one way on the highway. Oh God. Dirty roads. More thugs on the road. Festac Road is a shame. No street lights at night on the mainland and on Lekki Ekpe. Third mainland is a dead trap if you speed. Potholes everywhere. Lekki is dirty. No trash can on any street in Lagos. Mentally challenged people on the road. Anyway, my conclusion is this. Cognitively, Nigerians are far ahead of their government. I am happy that I came and saw for myself. Now I know why we are not regarded abroad. Our country is not a sane society. I'm writing from the Schiphol airport. I had to jackpot again. Now I realize that living in Nigeria is not all about chasing money. Some people just want a civilized society for clarity of mind.
Yep.
Man, this was...
He didn't lie about anything he said there.
This was... Nah.
Yeah.
How do you defend this?
You can't defend this now. This is what it is now. Me and Steve at Alausa one night, and there was no street light. No single street light. Now, this is the capital of... This is where the governor is.
First of all, what was Steve and you doing at Alausa?
We were dropping him off after the podcast. Come on.
Okay.
Thank you.
You guys...
No.
I'm the secretary of the Faithful Married Men Association of Nigeria.
That association, not the
You
shit.
should trust me.
And you are destroying the reputation of that association.
You should trust me.
I mean, but see, so Steve was not here when we were reading it. He brought his Caucasian wife to Nigeria, and he had bragged about Lagos. Said he was able to enter Banana Island without a passcode, tipped people, and then he gave a list of all the things he talked about: dirty airports, scammer immigration officers, worst airplane airways, so many things, right? And everything he said, it's actually true.
The thing about Lagos is, no matter how you try to package Lagos, coming into Lagos from the airport it cancels everything.
Bro, have you Third Mainland Bridge? Have you seen those holes?
And you know what treats me about Third Mainland? Every year they say they are doing something on Third Mainland, but I don't see the work.
Have you seen,
It's bad now. It's
but
really
you guys
bad.
don't understand. A visitor does not need to get to 10 Mainland Bridge. From the airport alone, they everywhere don't cast.
Don't cast.
Can I ask you a question?
From the attitude of the immigration officers.
Can I ask you a question?
to
Why are they
to
all
the
those
facilities in
random
the
people
airport.
at the airport?
That's my point.
Yeah,
What are
it's
they
because
doing
he hates corruption.
Because if Asake is traveling today now and I escort him to the airport, they won't allow me to pass that
certain
place until I pay.
Yeah.
But once I pay, everybody will allow me.
See, you should be able to enter. When
But
I was
I'll just
leaving,
enter.
coming
If
back,
I'm
my
not
family
trapped-
were with me, and I was just literally close to where I would get my boarding pass and everything, and everybody hugs and goodbye. This place, are you traveling with person? No, you have to sort.
No, if
You know why you have to
if
sort
I'm
to
not
enter?
traveling,
Because they're-
if I'm not traveling and I need to escort someone like my wife, my elder
Yeah.
sister, my younger
It's
sister,
a
my
problem.
mom, I carry my press ID card, bro. You know what I've done with press ID card in this life. You know me now.
Yeah. I used to use it too when I was there.
I was just those has told me now.
Yeah.
His name is not dozing officially, but he has told me that just tell them that you are going to so place upstairs. So I'll just go there. So
Yeah, I've done that before.
I I showed them my ID card. I said, "Oh, you can go." So I always going.
I'm tired. I'm tired.
I'm tired, bro.
Shout out to Lagos though.
I'm tired.
Tired. Anyways, all right. We're done with all the fan mails today. Let's get into the meat. First things first.
To the anno.
No, you know, when you say first things first, you know which generation of hip hop artist you are.
Yeah.
If you say first, if I say first thing first, and you say Papa,
Freaks
Freaks all
also
the
honey.
I know that you're a 90s hip hop head. If I say first things first, and you say first things first, Aftermath, James Back, This is Indo, produced by Timbo. I know that, okay, you're a 2000s person. If I say first things first, and you say rest in peace, Suck and Feel.
Oh,
I know that, okay, you're a 2010.
And if I say first of all, you know what I'm talking about.
this guy just
The king of the trenches himself.
I laid that whole thing up and
But
you
that's hip hop too.
which one first of all?
Yes,
Go down low.
You know I can't say
King.
anything bad about
Yeah.
you know Lamidi Boy.
That's true.
Yeah,
Somebody was
Lamidi
allowing me this time.
Yeah.
Still stand on.
Which album were we used to argue with Asake again?
I think it's BGL.
Street OT.
Street OT.
Asake used to say it's a
Solid
classic. I said, shut up.
Shit OT is his third best album.
In hindsight, I won't say third best album, but it was a good album.
It's up there.
You see part. It still
It's
sounds
up
good.
there.
Yeah.
It's up
But the
there.
album that Asake has released to budge on was the collabo album. I love the album, man.
Is that
You
your?
know.
It was me now.
Is that
Okay, is that your the album?
album?
You still
Wait,
do?
Make I find the album.
I never even play. I don't think I played
That
it
first song with
I don't
when him
understand.
and Fino was going back and
my
forth.
God,
Jesus
nah, I got
Christ.
Please, this is not hip hop. Please, what is on the
You're
docket?
a hater.
What is on the docket?
No, there's nothing on the docket. You're just a hater.
Nah. You just
That album
won.
is
All the
nuts.
Gen Z babes have signed out now because they're not playing Asake. You're playing Fino. Don't worry.
Money was on Big Brother last night.
Yeah, I saw money. Yeah, shout
You
out
saw
to
it,
you.
you saw it.
Yeah, I saw her.
Yeah.
She was our bestie.
Yeah, V. Bro, this Asake, yo.
I said the album was dope, but not like.
No, this song is a
Listen to
classic.
this.
Lion méjì ti wọlé, ìyá ìyẹn gan pa. No weapon fashion against me shall prosper. Gídé ìyá yín sọ̀gàn náà, kò ní dá fún dáàdì yín. Àwa skyrocket every day, ò ṣe àbàdì.
So Sally Poppy dropped an EP.
Stop now.
Shut up your mouth.
Ìbílẹ̀ to the fullest, Versace lórí Ankara. Street boy lèmi mo ṣe máa ń jẹ búrẹ́dì àkàrà.
Guess what? Olamide takes that flow.
Tún inú bí kẹlẹbẹ, step down pẹ̀lú pẹlẹbẹ. Flow rocket bí dáàdì ṣọ́kì ṣílẹ̀kùn ẹbẹ̀lẹ́bẹ̀. Flow mi dàbí broken bottle kú ní yàyín mẹ́fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Flow mi dẹ̀ máa gbàdá wá, flow mi dẹ̀ tún gbẹ́lẹ́.
Oh my God.
Talk money, you talk bitches, we're so different.
Hey.
One number one Moloko, you have no witness.
Hey.
If I value Begu to Balia, I've been one in the game, the big for all man. I put on let back.
Ẹni kan fi ìjẹ ìyàwó di, ìyá yóò lè pẹ́ rí ẹ̀. All my niggas spell full, àwọn olówó bí bírèdì. Wọ́n ní pé a lè drop 2 kings, òun ló ti ready.
No.
Manager mi pẹ̀rù
Shout out
níṣẹ́, òun ló
to-
sàbẹ̀dì.
This two with the club,
Shout out to Etisalat.
Yeah.
I let bygone be
Bygones.
Your man could can I wobble toy gone?
Eh.
What's up, Nissim Wakacha when I get my mic
Mo pa
on?
ọdún sẹ́kọ̀ àmọ́ tí made of black
Man, like that.
Everybody just dey come like say na 50 shades of black.
I apologize.
Ayo, you are hating.
I'm not on the black
Ayo,
one.
you are hating.
No.
See, I remember that night on the group chat. When I was listening to this one, I was just typing. Asake was like, "I feel you, bro." I was like, "Nope." No, this guy is crazy, bro. This album is nuts.
The
Shout out
guy
to-
say call my niggas. Say men of black ni mo ń gé. He say everybody just they come like say
Let's have a shade of grey. Ayo, forget.
Olamide was peak rapping. Two of them.
Fino and Olamide.
No, it was
Fino
like
and
peak
Olamide.
now because this was just before the sophomore.
This one, yeah, dropped the debut album.
Yeah,
Fino and
this was
Olamide.
before the sophomore.
Fino sophomore now.
Yeah.
Yes, now. And
This was
that Fino sophomore was mad.
Bro.
Pop hits, all true.
Bro.
The first one was like hip hop. The second one was like pop.
Bro.
Man, come on, Fino.
There's one record on that second album. Fino.
Which one is that?
Fino, see, every album, Fino will give you one record. Yeah. Fino will give you one record.
The only problem I had with that second album was like it wasn't a rap album.
No,
It
he
was
had
like
a lot of
pop, like
he had a lot of pop stuff.
pop stuff.
But there's one record that Fino goes in.
play and make her hear.
The record is
make her
called
remember.
the record is called Best Rapper.
Oh, I know this one now.
Come
He even dropped a video for it.
on now.
Penthouse.
Hey. Damn.
Major Banks and Fino.
You can hear his hip hop background on this one.
Did you hear that he do it?
Come on.
Hey, man, I'm fire, come on, pussy puppy. And I'm flaming everywhere, even man, I just it. I did the big, my cylinder missing and be lucky. MMA over and over, and what I'm key feelers. Hold on, all these niggas spray around down, I'm on time. Had that for them, I'm a ghost boy. The boy I want to see, I'm long gone with a long gone. You know you're messing with the wrong time.
I'm long gone with a long
I
gone.
don't wanna be the best rapper. I'm just happy I'm recognized, I flow proper. That's it, be the best in what you do. And since rapping is what I do, then fuck it, I'm his best rapper.
You know the best part of this song? When he flipped the beat. You know when he flipped the beat?
Let it be known.
I'm looking for that part. That flip was insane.
Kill every feature I'm on, the boy on the roll, but damn, I don't wanna be the best rapper.
I think he's got all his producer background too.
Good at that flow proper, but fuck you if you're thinking you're the best rapper. Fear factor. It's high time I show these boys I'm on a new chapter. The time I got my good real and who's a cool.
Let's
actor.
go.
Respect to every nigga hustling for their green pasture. It's real life, yo. The only motive is to get down. I just wanna sell shows.
Sell shows.
And the pretty lady screaming hello.
Hello. Hey, oh.
Just know that I speak from my heart.
If you know fine, no, a legend in the game.
He's a legend. He's a hip hop legend.
He's a hip hop legend. No
Yeah,
doubt.
top 10, right?
Yeah, definitely. Once you do give us the list, we'll rank it.
I'm on it.
Okay,
I'm on
it.
it.
All right.
What list?
Top 50.
I'm on it.
Asake
And just there are a lot of things I'm doing at the same time. I'm working on multiple projects.
See, we're just here for the drama.
You know me,
From these and why your chances the optional. Most hero can behold you applaud. Give me the money.
But my problem with that list, I didn't
man.
see radio presenters.
No, that was just for rappers, not like hip hop.
No,
that's
we'll
my
bring it.
point.
See,
That's
bro.
my point. In hip hop 50s, it's not just rappers.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Calm
on,
down.
man. That's-
Calm down.
Count
That
down.
there are like presenters who enabled hip hop culture in Nigeria more
We
than
know.
rappers.
Yeah, we know.
I'm not sure, so you know.
Ah,
Well, I don't read out your lists. You know, and you know,
Like
I get
even
short
me,
term. You know, I get short temper.
even me and I, like we will make that list over
We
some
suppose
rappers.
just
You
that we are
know,
humble
you know
people.
say
Do you understand? No, I mean,
Facts.
no,
Facts.
but here's the thing, man.
Facts.
Man, fuck it. Let me talk some shit here. Some of you rappers don't even know hip hop like we know hip hop.
Yeah,
This
we
Nigerian
do.
hip hop. No. Let's keep it a buck.
Yeah, actually.
Nigerian hip hop.
yeah,
Come on, man. I'll teach you.
they
Just
don't
because
own-
you rap doesn't mean you know Nigerian hip hop.
shit.
You know where we're coming from.
Do they even rap? If you want to put it that way.
Yeah, they do rap.
they
In these
rap.
days, you call it rap.
Okay.
But you understand? Like, sit down. We'll put you on this. Come
put you on game.
I listen
Come
to
on,
JT Tom West now.
Oh.
Come on,
That's
man.
rap. That's Nigerian
Which
rap.
one?
I listen to Tina and all the way rap now. Come on, man.
That was rap.
Come on, man.
One of the most funniest career was Jamaica's music career.
I have that
Featured
album.
Two-Face on a, he featured
know I-
Two-Face
you know I
on
have
a
that album,
record.
Steve.
You still have the album?
I've got the album, bro. Come on, man.
Steve, don't please.
That record with Two-Face wasn't bad, though.
It was fucking terrible.
All right, I'm playing the record.
Oh,
I'm playing the record because
in this week, Seyi Awolowo, Big Brother Naija
That's the
house.
only-
This guy mentioned
that's the only record that Two-Face could not carry.
I swear. You
Oh,
know,
it
he
was-
tried.
he tried.
He dragged
He
the
didn't
record.
enter.
But what to say?
You know where
Say no.
He tried. This is the record now. Two-Face.
Make sure from you whoever you wanna be.
Two-Face tried.
Do me best, I can't do you. That's what, who am I?
Why for you guys? Make us love this song. Nah.
Between this and Genevieve Zone, which one it was?
This one.
Okay.
This one and Genevieve.
Yeah.
This one.
No, this one. No.
Okay. He was even singing too. This terrible, bro.
Have you guys watched the video? I'm watching the video
I
right
watched
now.
the video.
It's
man.
the video that I know. I don't even know the
It's the
record,
video I know.
bro. I don't know, Asake. I don't know if you agree. One of the
Wait,
best.
hold on. Guess who the You know, so the video has like one clown, like caricature, that's trying to get into the building.
Who's that?
Michael Blackson.
Woo, for real?
I swear. It's Michael Blackson. They shot the video in
Yeah,
the
show
US.
America,
It's Michael Blackson.
One of the best Two-Face verses of Two-Face's appearance was was a verse with Rugged Man. Do you know that record? Two-Face and Rugged Man.
Two-Face, Rugged Man, and I know that's
Was that a
2010.
third person?
That's the 2010 album now.
No, it's always 2010.
It's the 2010 album.
That's why I real for you.
Yeah. It's
Bro,
the 2010
that
album.
was one of Two-Face's best performance.
It's the 2010 album.
Please, I want a
yeah.
record.
Two-Face's.
Two-Face and Rugged Man.
No, Rocket
Yeah,
Man's.
and Emma was on the record. It's because of you. It's the 2010 album.
Everyone was on the
That's Rocket
record.
Man's album now.
Yeah,
It was a
on-
record, bro. That was one of Two-Face's best performances.
one of the most iconic album covers.
Bro.
The one with the big eagles.
That's
and
Ability.
the
Shout out to
standing-
Ability.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know
Yeah,
the
and
guy.
it's
I know
standing
the
Bro,
guy.
that record is mad.
It's an iconic rap album
That
cover.
record is mad. But
Yeah.
they didn't shoot the video for it. They didn't promote it.
They shot the
And
video.
that's-
They shot the video. What's wrong
They
with you?
shot the video.
I think
sorry,
at
watching
that
the
that's
video.
at that point, you
I
know,
don't know
say-
hip hop. I don't know Afrobeat like you. I'm sorry. But it's not Afrobeat or hip hop.
It's hip hop, Nigerian
It's
hip hop.
Afrobeat, bro.
It's Nigerian hip hop.
See what
Nigerian hip hop.
Afrobeat. What else hide? You want
It's
hide?
Afrobeat.
You want hide on the
It's
house?
Afrobeat. Bro, that the chorus of that record is mad.
Two-Face kills it.
Two-Face.
Two-Face killed it. No, let's go into the Two-Face one more.
No, let's not do that.
Two-Face is good.
Let's not do that.
This is a record now.
Debola the banjo. Two-Face is the goat, not Burna Boy. Debola, are you hearing me?
Ooh, Debola.
This is true. No, it's so good. That's why I sing this song for you.
See, I see life like a mirror. I wipe it so I can see clearer.
All right, yeah.
This is. I'm going to the airport from here. This is the song I'm playing from here to the airport.
Yeah.
I'm just
Shout out
coming here.
to Rugged Man. Shout out to Two-Face.
Rugged Ibaba.
Shout out to Tyrone that produced this record.
Tyrone.
Shout out
Where's
Tyrone.
Rugged Man these days? Asake. That's a guy.
Indie.
Yeah, check him on Facebook Live. No, what's funny? He does like shows now. Rugged.
Rugged Man TV.
Yeah, Rugged Man
Yeah,
TV.
that's true. That's true. That's true.
I fucks with Rugged Man.
That's true.
I fucks with Rugged Man.
That's a guy. No,
That's my guy. Rugged. All hip hop artists are my guys. There's no hip hop artist that is not my guy.
Since is not your guy. Since you say
This is not a guy.
Since
Yeah, I know that for a fact.
Yeah, since we blocked
Let
me.
me remember one person.
We never met. That's
Fino
the
is
thing.
not your guy.
Oh, Fino.
Fino is not.
Fino
your
had
guy.
a problem
I don't know
causing
why.
pause.
Why did Fino have it? Because I recently
Fino is not
I
my
met Fino
guy.
recently.
Fino is not
He's
my
not your guy.
guy.
I met Fino. It was in Asaba actually.
Hold on.
December.
So that first of
2022.
that story
Fino is not
about
my guy.
Bro, Fino is not your guy. I don't know why. Fino is not our guy.
You know why?
Just like us.
You know why? There's a story that Joey put out one time of there was a song issue. Like somebody had a
No,
song.
that was way after we let Paul. You guys have let Paul.
No.
That one with
was
Joey when he called Joey a tribal goat.
Not before then. There was one about his second album where there was a song. Somebody had done that song before. It was so.
Oh, that's true.
He now went on Big FM and I said,
That's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
true.
Fino
That's
is
true.
not
That's
my
true.
guy.
That's true. That's true.
Fino is not my guy.
Yep. If you are going to pull up any chart, it's an old chart. His mind has changed after this
I'm
chart. that you are
pulling
saying.
up. I'm not even pulling up a chart. I'm pulling up photos.
Jesus Christ.
na photo now.
Fino
Now
is not my
now,
guy.
no evidence, my brother. No evidence. Bro, I want to talk about this and no evidence thing. You know, I've been dying to talk about
Oh
it.
man, I'm
From
trying.
your
to-
favorite artist of all
God.
time.
Bro,
Fino is not
Burna
my
Boy
oh my
has
God.
had to be on a highest level of Igbo.
That boy was pure.
Because if you reason with Burna Boy talk,
Talk
not
on
true.
you go explain.
Because if you don't get evidence,
no evidence. Yeah, this life maker will.
It's one of
Make
the
sense.
it's
How you
one
want-
of the realest things.
How you want to
Oh,
explain?
bro, I was thinking about it now.
It's
One
one of
day.
the
You remember I
realest
put it in the group chat?
If that is not on his album that's
Bro,
coming out on Friday,
think about it now. How
that
you
is-
want to explain, give your children, say you work hard?
say you know Dangote that year, but if that is not on his album, if it's not on his album coming out Friday, there's going to be a problem.
You go explain.
The album is coming out this Friday.
Him and Drake dropping Friday.
Come on.
Separate albums, I beg.
Drake?
Yeah,
Drake is not dropping on Friday, trust me.
Bro, everybody's all of
Trust me. I mean, joking.
Okay,
aside, it's not dropping
OVO
on
first
Friday.
stack, okay.
Yeah, thank you.
OVO
Drake is
first
not-
stack. Okay, sorry.
OVO first stack.
Bro, I hate this
Nah,
guy.
nah.
Because he's so
Nah, this
like
is-
he get them well.
That's a
Yeah,
key.
he pay me. Oh.
Sorry.
That's a key. OVO first stack is
OVO first stack is a nice.
First stack
I
is-
can't
It's a nice click now. OVO first stack is
OVO
nice.
first stack.
First stack.
Ah.
I want to pull up my hard disk. Me and Fino.
No. Fino does not fuck with you. Trust me.
Fino, I
he
have
does not
pictures
fuck
of
with
me.
you. the photo no be evidence.
When last
Trust
when
me,
the
no be
oldest photo there?
evidence.
What?
Me, I know.
What year was it?
The latest photo there. What year was it?
See,
Can I say something?
Born, you know, Born is my guy.
Can I say something?
Fino does not fuck with you, bro.
Fino doesn't
telling
fuck
you, he
with
does
me.
not fuck with you.
I was the creative director on
You
the
know-
set. Me and Fino sat and chopped it up.
That money be that 'cause you put money for your hand now.
That one money don't change everything. Money not the
I'm
evidence
the
that
creative
time.
director. So let me
Bro,
Yeah,
if I have
I want to
50
mention him.
If I have a bag of 50 million, if I have a bag of 50 million for whiskey,
Can I say something?
Whiskey go like you.
we will eat amala together.
Can I say something? I pulled up at the Marriott, the Mariano,
You know,
or the
say, if I get
Marriott.
that kind of money, but me and Banaba go do okay.
Fino pulled up at the Marriott.
Please,
Okay,
when I
that
say,
level.
please, when I say Marriott,
I never know
say
that.
Marriott in Lagos. Because no know to say Marriott in Lagos. It's not
Marriott-
3-star, not 2-star.
Marriott is the Marriott is the
In
Marriott.
Lagos, in Lagos, in Lagos.
The
in
Marriott.
Lagos.
They take like
The
this.
Marriott is not Marriott. So Marriott in
Marriott.
Paris is not Marriott in Lagos.
The
Na Lagos, na
the
Lagos.
Mariano, the Marriott.
If not that one, I go talk say, I don't even know
I-
how level in they go. Me and Banaba go the best part
Fino
now.
walked into the place. They were close to 30 people there. He singled me out and said, "Oh boy, how far? Where you don't dare?"
Hey, my God!
It wasn't. No.
You know why? That the bag.
The bag don't enter.
It's not even.
Bag.
He didn't even know.
Asake,
He didn't
forget,
even know
no
I was. He
evidence,
didn't
no
even know.
evidence.
He didn't. I have pictures. I will show you. He didn't even know I was the creative director
See,
on set.
Asake,
He
that
just
explains
saw
so much.
me, approached me, and said, "Guy, how far now? Where you don't dare?"
Maybe it don't change.
Bro.
Maybe Fino don't change.
Bro.
You know what?
What?
Mo just now a guy. Mo believe.
The ultimate test is Burna and Wiz. When we say you with Burna and Wiz
I've
photos.
seen. It's because I don't say all these things
No.
on
You know,
Twitter.
Asake has passed the bonnet test.
Oh, you
now.
said, yeah.
Asake has passed the bonnet
I've
test.
linked up with Bonner
But
at
Asake
studio
Asake
and
will
we
never
chopped it
pass
up.
the whiz test.
What do you mean?
Asake will never pass the whiz test.
What do you mean?
We can't pass the Wiz.
Never.
We can't even pass the Wiz test.
No, I know.
Guys, you know what?
I've been. I think I've visited you people. I've been in a place where whiskey walk into.
Oh.
I look and say the history is not that good. Let me go home.
guys, you are overthinking this thing.
I have to overthink it. Man, I don't go collect beating when I don't deserve.
Guess what? You are overthinking this thing. These are grown, matured men.
Are
Even
you
if
sure?
people have count, these are years past now.
That's what. What's our talk like?
No, the problem is that you are looking at it through the eyes of like stands and all these things. These are
the eye, that's
Those
the
guys
eye.
don't care. Sure.
these are
Yeah,
grown
they
ass.
actually
We are all
Those
grown
are
ass.
grown ass people.
Somebody that wronged you 6 years or 5 years ago.
I don't forget that.
Yeah, don't
Nothing
forget.
concern the
You go
person.
see him,
It's
you go
true,
hug him,
sha.
you go
Yeah,
chop him
it's
up
true,
now.
it's true.
If this one can
And the
embrace,
way Burna Boy handled the whiskey, the Asake thing too, it showed that he's also grown.
Yeah.
The way he handled it. It's like,
Bro.
you guys know him. Even Davido. I remember when Davido didn't believe that people from Pulse came to interview me.
Yeah.
He's like, Pulse people interview you. If first maybe we had that, maybe he thought it was personal. We didn't care.
The actually think it was personal.
He didn't care. It's
What
true,
moved
it's true,
on?
it's true.
do you understand?
I remember it's true.
Don't overthink
It's just
these
this.
things.
It's just the stands. Just
Yeah.
ignorant
Small.
stand. Just carrying this thing for their head.
I still see
nothing-
people still talk about the bonus.
They still talk about that.
And I,
He's not. He's still talking about that whiskey
Oh,
thing.
man.
Yeah, like
You know that stuff I
don't
use
even know what
Spotify?
was that.
You know that stuff I did with Spotify?
Yeah.
Burna fans enter
I
my-
remember. I know that your own.
They-
Bro,
they
the
pulled
whiskey
up.
thing. People just. I still people still mention the whiskey thing. I'm like, you people don't know what has happened. People are so ignorant of what life.
somebody tweeted one day that where's Osagie? Someone said I hear he works at Computer Village.
Well, if you look at it, do you know where, bro? Where
If you look at this, you were in tech.
you are in tech. And where is tech? Where is tech? Home of
Tech
tech
is
in Lagos.
Computer Village.
Computer Village now. And that's what you're saying again. You know what for Computer Village? I beg.
Bro, you know you see these things and all I just do is
It's
that
true, sure.
I don't
Social media just amplifies everything.
you know
It
when
just makes
once
it
you
bigger.
respond like you're amplifying
Yeah,
it.
you are fucked
so
up.
I don't
Yeah,
you know
of course.
recently one even happened again where and shout out to Chuka, right?
Yeah.
Chuka, shout out to Chuka. Because Chuka is one of the biggest Burna Boy fans. He's worked
Chuka
with
will
Burna Boy.
of course
Yeah,
now.
he asked for Burna Boy, right?
Yeah, of
And
course.
Chuka will always come and educate
You
them.
always come and educate them. Always.
And
That's why I fuck
one happened
with him.
recently, right?
I fuck
And
with him
and
so
Chuka
much.
came and said what Osagie was saying was very clear.
That's why it's
He
not
said-
good to carry beef on your head, though. Because there's not Chuka and Tolani when we are paused.
Yeah,
Tolani,
they were going back and forth.
him and Tolani,
Yeah.
so I hated Chuka. Then one day I discovered that Chuka and Tolani had settled. So I was
So
the
you was
only
the
one
odd
carrying
one?
beef. I was the only one carrying beef.
Yeah,
Expired beef.
do you get like you know? Shout out Chuka. That's an
Yeah,
OG.
Chuka is an OG.
Yeah,
You know the
I even want to
caliphate.
interview him again. There's some stuff I want to talk about.
That when you talk about culture,
I didn't know he designed the Tribesman cover.
Bro, you know the
What?
That's Chuka.
The Tribesman
Chuka
cover.
now.
Adon Port, the MTN
Bro,
ad.
no,
That's-
I ain't know, of course, that's legend. That's
that one
legend.
is not blue
Everybody
by
know.
then.
Yeah.
It's just that's even that what will start our interview. The interview I'm going to have with him, that's what will start it. He's legendary now.
Chuka-
He's
Chuka
legendary.
is culture.
He's someone that I will look at. I'm like, this is a god that's talking.
Yeah.
He's too much. He's too
Chuka
good.
is culture.
Yeah, he is.
I brought Chuka on the. Since we talked about Blackface, we have an episode of Blackface's breakdown of Blackface's debut album, by the way, and you guys
On
were
the
guests.
fun podcast,
Yeah.
the music in time, right?
It's not.
Yeah.
Don't call it defunct again.
Oh, it's not
I'm
defunct.
recording season 3. Don't fucking try this. Don't do it. Don't
See
do
our
this.
fake juice.
I just secured my next guest,
Oh.
Oh,
and all I'm going to say is that a stitch in time saves.
Oh.
Well, I do.
The good one himself.
A stitch in time saves.
Oh, nah.
Yeah, that's
Anyways,
a very good. That's one of my best podcasts ever. Everyone knows that. I've talked about it.
Yeah.
a lot of times.
So I had Chuka on, and I was we're going to put the Blackface episode in the show notes so you guys see. But I had Chuka on the Phase. The Phase episode is one of his favorite
I
episodes.
remember.
And guess what? I just brought him on because I thought, from that era, he would know the Phase. This guy was coming to his house. They were all meeting at the same studio.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Like he was
Chuka is an OG,
he was
bro.
there when Phase was recording the album.
Yeah.
It blew my mind.
Yeah. Bro, we don't pay Faze a lot of respect, bro.
Yeah, that's the
This is-
problem, man.
That first album, because I still have the CD.
Yeah.
That first album is not on.
It's not on streaming.
It's not on streaming.
It is now. What's wrong with you guys?
No, it's not. It's not on YouTube Music. It's not on Spotify.
There's a time I checked.
I use YouTube Music.
I'm literally.
Oh,
looking
then
at
that means it's
Spotify
available
right
now because I checked last
I'm
year.
literally looking at Spotify right now. It's there.
It's on Spotify.
It's on Apple
It's
Music.
literally here.
The
guys.
first album.
The first album that had which one had
What's wrong with you guys?
the second album had Wo the Bobo.
Yeah,
The second album is there.
No, second album day now. Second album.
first
day.
al-
But I don't know about
This
first.
is the first album. It's not. Is it? Let me check on Apple Music.
Check on Apple Music because I checked last year and I didn't see it.
Look at it. It's literally.
It's on Apple Music.
I'll check Apple Music now.
Man, shout out to Chuka, man. Chuka is.
You know the problem.
Chuka's
You know why you
discography
guys
is
have not.
mad.
You know why you guys have not found it. Can I
Why?
tell you why?
The spelling.
No.
Oh,
What's the name of the first album?
I don't even know.
Face Alone now.
Face Alone, right?
Yeah.
Nope.
It's not physical.
Oh, it's not Face Alone.
The name of the album is Which Level.
But I searched with his name now.
I was like, that's true.
But no, if
It's
I search
what?
with his name, it must come out now.
The name of the album is Which Level.
I'm coming. Let me put it on. Let me save it.
And I can see it on Apple Music
Oh, I
here.
fucked up. Steve.
Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with the SEO with that.
Which level? Digital only
But
bonus
now
tracks.
SEO, me. There's a way I'll do that thing on. Even if you
It
search.
took me less than 15 seconds, guys.
Even if you search on what did I call it? Face Alone. It will
Yeah.
come up.
So what's happening? Because
Yes, you. There are the people who upload them.
but it's
Oh,
literally-
at it here now.
Upload that thing. If you search Face Alone, do you know who the fuck you're talking to, Osagie Alongo?
no, but
Leave
face,
researcher.
and I'm saying Face Alone.
If you search for Face Alone, that one will come out.
Oh,
Yes,
no
now.
one.
They
Now, Westside Music upload that. No wonder.
It says Westside Music. Shout out to Westside Music. Sorry, Malarua.
God bless. But they should do the
Bro, you know
SEO
them,
correctly.
shout out to them. That's so.
Oh, shout out to that's
Oh,
an
shout out
OG
to them.
now.
Shout out to them. Shout out to
That's
them.
an OG, bro.
But-
Westside
but-
Music. They,
but-
Which
they
level?
brought
What's the
you.
title of the album?
Don't
Which
fuck
level?
with Westside Music.
What's
Which
the
level?
What's the title of the album?
Which level?
Bro, in my whole
Digital
life.
only bonus tracks. Oh,
In
they are only bonus
my
tracks.
life, I've never thought about that. This thing as the title of that album.
Yeah. So if you listen to the podcast, we broke it down. Then it says what?
That's such a plantation boys technique there.
Yes, now. That's plantation.
That
Boys.
plantation boy, they go flip am.
You enjoy them, have you?
I dey feel am. I dey feel am. I dey feel am.
You did enjoy
You dey
them.
feel am.
What's the
Since
what's the name of the second
was the
album?
fireboy in his area now?
I
What's the
don't
second
know.
album?
This is not
Independent or
sports.
some
This is
shit
not.
No, that's the name of the third album.
Third album. That's the third album. I know that's the third album. I know the second
Yeah.
album is something else.
I don't know.
No, Independent is the name of the second album. Yeah.
Album where we
Which
discuss
one had the
for
one that
Jaja
was
Hall.
shouting out?
No, that's the third album.
Originality.
That was what was the title of that album?
Originality.
Oof. I thought that was the independent album. Okay, sorry.
But you know my best phase record?
Which one?
I'll play it for you now. I think
My
I
fa-
played
my
it on
best
this
phase
album.
album
I
is
played it on
Owo
this
the
podcast
Gbogbo.
one. That's your best phase.
Yeah, that song is too much. Too good.
That album is too good. That
Too
album
good,
had
too
7
good.
singles.
Too good. Too good.
That
too good.
Bro, you
album-
need to listen to the Music in Time breakdown. It's
That
crazy.
album would have been album of the year.
Is he out?
If not for
Bro.
another person.
Bro, that
Wait, is
album
he
is
out?
what
Is he
gave
out?
birth to Oxlade,
Is the music?
Fireboy,
Is
and
the
all
music
that.
in
new
time
music?
out?
Since now.
That means I've listened to it now. Of course, there's
Yeah.
no music in time podcast.
This is my best phase song. See the way this record starts.
Oh, I know this one.
See the way this record starts, my guy. Let's see what he does here. This is what I call
remember.
Nigerian R&B.
I remember.
Nigerian. This is Fireboy.
So
The
the
only reason I don't talk about Faze that much because I know he's in a very good place. He's
Yeah.
good. He's rich.
Yeah,
which is
obviously,
very-
from the way he's moving, you know.
Bro, and like I know.
Is he a first
Faze-
boy? Abi?
Phone call. Like Faze is good.
Then I
That's why
love
you don't
this
see him
video.
running
Remember
around
this
like
video?
blackface. I'm sorry to mention blackface name. I fuck with blackface a
Now
lot.
go on your rant every
But-
5 business days.
Because if blackface make mistake, you hear this thing.
You are done.
I'm
Steve
fucked up.
Dede.
And you forget that you are the promoter that
Fucked up.
Elonime
I'm
Dede.
fucked. Blackface, we are hearing this. Agbo 2006, Asaba
You are
2007,
done
Bin
already, man. He's
2008.
not
I'm
going to
your
listen to this
man.
part. He's already cut it
He
off.
don't stop
and
already.
like,
You might not know that one.
Me, Steve.
Oh, but Faze is good.
I remember for like
Investment
4
good.
weeks, boys had a hot argument. This
Face
album
to
and
face.
Two Faces Zone, who talk better?
Faze is
No,
good.
this,
Two
independent,
Faces
this independent
This is a
album is,
typical Igbo boy.
this
Like-
independent
This
album
is the
is
Colometa album.
Yes.
Yeah, this is Colometa album.
And I think Colometa had
So that's
that was
their
a bigger single than any Two Face single from that second album.
Yep.
Yes.
Colometa was
Yep.
probably
Colometa was a
single of the
problem.
year.
Yes.
It's a problem.
Yeah.
It's a problem.
This album is sick.
Bro, it was a debate.
look
Two
at-
Face
look
or
at-
Two
It
Face
was
or
a clear
blackface.
debate.
It was a clear debate.
Yeah.
Two Face or blackface.
Yeah.
Although in hindsight,
And they were
it didn't
going
make
back
sense, man.
and they were going back and
They were back
forth.
and
Yeah,
forth.
it was later
Yeah.
that Two Face just, oh yeah, move. Where
Like,
is that?
is that-
in hindsight,
is that-
Two Face was
Oh,
Is
Bro,
that,
bro,
is
so
that
face.
2010
but
album?
but Face was there.
Yeah,
was
Face
right
no,
there.
Face was a contender.
Face was
Like,
right
Bro, the
there.
first album, the
On
second album, the second
yeah.
album, he
The
became.
second album, yeah.
the second album, people were like, where did he keep all these songs before?
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
No.
If we
no.
pull up the track list for the second album,
It's true. Face was
Loving
that
You
guy.
Every Day, Colomental, Need Somebody,
Tattoo Girl.
Tattoo Girl,
Tattoo Girl.
Popo Dipo.
Popo
No,
Dipo.
Bobo
That's
Dipo-
that's
Bobo
5
Dipo
singles
was-
we just called.
That's true. Wait, Bobo Dipo was not the first album. That's
No,
true.
second.
It was the second album.
Bro, we just called 5 singles. Loving You Every Day, Colomental, Need Somebody, Tattoo Girl, Popo Dipo. How do you have 5 records like that on one album?
He was ready for Two Face now. So we go drag him.
Oh, I was ready.
He was ready.
Bro, you remember the beat of Popo Dipo?
Bro.
Huh?
That's when I just said this
Yeah.
are the Kabasa guy they are
Is
calling.
that the video? Is not the standing.
It's not the standing point. It's the beat.
The beat is not. The
the
video is
video.
mad. The video was.
Is
The
mad.
video is mad. But
The
the
video
beat,
is mad.
The
That
beat. Oh God.
Because I watched the Two Face Sound City, a P Square Sound City
Yeah, hear this.
countdown.
This is what Fireboy sings now.
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
this is what Fireboy
When
sings
I heard
now.
Fireboy's first album, I'm like, this is face. Nigerian R&B.
Of course, okay. It was offline. I was arguing it. So the Fireboy conversation came up. I was like, Fireboy is too fine. The Afrobeat. He just has not even matched Face's.
Yeah.
Face's run, because if you add Face's Precision Boys run to
Oh,
this, it's mad.
bro,
Yeah.
sick.
Guess who
So it's
directed
true.
these videos? Shout out to Tosinigo.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
We're going to shoot everything in
It's
SC.
true.
It's not in London. It's not in Nollywood.
That Two Faces group, Two Face P Square group, they're iconic actually.
You know, as for the Afrobeats backstory, no, not Afrobeats backstory, the one that you did,
Yeah,
Journey
yeah,
of
yeah.
the Beats,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's
Journey
the
of the
one.
Beats,
That's the one you wrote,
Showmax,
right?
yeah.
The one on Showmax. So Tosinigo is one of the camera, is one of the
Yeah.
directors.
Yeah, he's one of the directors. I know.
So
now.
we went to shoot at. They were shooting my scene. I
Yeah,
presented episode 6.
Oh, I think I wrote that
It
one.
was 6.
Yeah.
What's the title?
I can't remember.
The one
but I
where
remember.
I was doing like recaps of generations.
I think I wrote down. I think I wrote 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Can't remember.
Wait, for context, you did the IL Shonaya's on Netflix. You appeared in that one
Yes,
too, right?
yes,
Yeah,
no.
because it's confusing too, because
Yeah.
it was at the
Yeah.
same period.
That, So Journey of the Beats, right? So they were shooting my own scene at my own presentation at
Ikoyi now.
Bogobiri.
Yeah. I
Oh,
remember.
Mother Jazz.
And then Tosinigo shows up, right? And he's,
Ooh.
what's his rap name again? Ego.
Ego.
Ego, right? You know his dad, Peter Ego, right?
Yeah.
So that's how he
NT.
moved into music and all that.
Yeah.
And so he shows up and I'm the only one that knows Ego is Ego. So I start screaming and like, yo, Ego, and he's trying to downplay it,
Yeah.
like, and
No,
everybody
they're
else,
exposed with these
Yeah.
youngins from.
everybody else, it's only Rockbar CEO, shout out CEO Night House. He's the only one that knows what I'm doing, but every other person didn't just know. And I'm like, if you guys know who this guy is,
This didn't happen with me. This didn't happen with me with.
do you know where Ego
Two
comes
Shots
from?
Guy.
Before,
What's the guy? The Afro guy.
Too short.
No, Two Shots guy now. Two Shots. Big Low.
Yeah,
Oh,
Big Lou.
Big Lou.
So I met Big Low in Asaba.
Rest in peace, Big Lou.
Yeah, rest in peace. Like years ago. And I'm like because people know me, I was looking at him like Big Lou, like I was looking at him like a god, like I was looking at him like I couldn't talk. Like people
Yeah.
were wondering like why is this? So people didn't understand. People couldn't connect him like this is Big Low. People didn't understand why I was looking at him with like so much reverence. You know, and me, I was just explaining every day. I was just explaining, and people were just looking at me. I can't like that they crazy. But he appreciated. I could see that he appreciated it. He got emotional. He hugged me. He was asking me, "How are you?" I was like, "I'm fine."
Rest in peace to the legend.
You know, rest in peace to the legend, bro. Yeah.
Big
I
Low.
can never forget that day. You know,
Big Low.
it was Chief Priest's birthday, like back in the day. Yeah. And,
This is the original one.
I prefer the original one to
This, you know the problem with this one.
yeah,
You know the problem with this one. It was only too hardcore for what they're rapping about.
Yeah.
So they had to flip it.
Yeah.
I really want to know what's up with
But this was a hit. Oh, forget to rap it. Love this one. Oh.
This is the first single now.
This was the jam. Then they say let's flip it.
Pirated copy.
Pirated
T-shirts.
copy. Too Short knows how to name album.
Guess what? Two shots a legend.
He is.
Who's that
He
that
is.
one? He knows how to name albums. That's why I like him.
Two Shots had the best album names. I think him
What's
and
the name of the one with there's MI featured in a single?
Yeah, that was probably his last. I remember that one.
Yes, now I am William.
And William, that's true.
Yeah, you know his name is William.
yeah,
that was the second, like,
that's-
because he dropped an EP. So that's like
yeah,
his
he
last
dropped-
full studio
that's not his
album.
last album.
Last
He
full
dropped an
album.
EP after that.
Oh, that's his last project I know.
Bro, Too Short naming convention. The first album is called Pirated
Pirated
Copy.
Copy.
The second album is called Original
Original
Copy.
Copy.
The third album is called Commercial Avenue.
Yeah.
Then when he looked at hip hop and said, "I want to sell out," named the fourth album Music Business.
Yeah.
Oh my god! And Music Business came with "Fuck this hip hop, I am poor."
I'm from
He went and
Pop,
recruited Terry
That was
G.
Fino Second's
Yeah,
album.
Terry G, Timaya, all of them.
That was Fino
In
Second's
case you
album.
never know. Now you know the
I said that was Fino Second album.
I don't want to go into
No. That's not you go to that
Hip Hop
deep.
50. Hip Hop 50.
Let's come back. Let's get back.
That's
Let's
mad,
get back.
that's
So
mad.
that Gen Z will not log out of the
No,
podcast.
Gen Z don't
Let's
log
go
out
back,
since.
let's
No,
go
but
back.
funny enough.
Since after introduction, Jay-Z don't long out. So.
But funny enough, people say they enjoy when we do throwbacks like this.
People do actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People do
Shout out
actually.
to Too Short.
Two shots.
Bro.
Omonamo.
Oh man.
I don't think
He fine-tuned the
I have a hot
Alaba.
take. I have a- I
blueprint.
think in the eastern from the eastern
Shout out to
perspective.
LD though.
Yeah, that's I say he
From
fine-tuned
the
it.
eastern perspective, thinking about it again,
Yeah.
I think Fino is number one. But
Oh, yeah.
Who's number two?
I will, because of nostalgia, I'll take Too Short as number two.
Let's do this. Eastern hip hop.
Eastern hip hop.
Let's do it like let's
Very
do
rich.
hip hop. Hip hop from the east. Who's the top five?
What Gosmo did?
Who is the top five?
I'll first give
Hip hop
Fino.
from the east.
Hip hop? Okay, Fino,
Who's-
Too Short.
Who's number three?
What's it?
That nigga raw.
That nigga Raw.
Mike. Yeah.
That nigga Raw. Number 4, Big Low. Number 5, the new guy. What's his name?
Who? Zoro.
Zoro.
Zoro is not new anymore, Sha.
He's not new anymore, but that's it. It's Big Low. It's Too Short. Is Fino, nigga Raw, Too Short. No, Fino, Too Short, nigga Raw,
You're forgetting
Big
somebody.
Low, and
Who's he
Zoro.
forgetting?
You're forgetting somebody.
Who did
If
you
you want to add him, oh, because he's bilingual, you want to add him.
Who's that? Who's that?
Illy now.
No.
You don't want to please.
Jesus Christ.
You have to
Man,
add him.
This is a cardinal sin.
I'm sorry. I'm
One
sorry.
Kalat.
Oh, God.
What's Iblis's second album that he featured Wizkid?
That madness. of
That's
an
a
album.
classic. That's a classic album. That's a cult classic. I'm sorry.
That's
Okay, I'm sorry. Let me redo it again.
Yeah, you have
It's
to Illy.
Fino,
Yeah, you
Too
got it,
Short.
yeah.
It's Fino, Too Short, Iblis, Nigoro, and Zoro. No. And then Big Low. It has to be Big Low before Zoro.
I think I'll put Nigaro before. Then I'll put Nigaro 2, then Iblis 3.
No, Iblis has more critically acclaimed albums.
Okay, that's
It's-
true. Sure. And it cuts across more.
Yes, Iblis is number 3. I'm sorry. Iblis is number 3.
This was the breath of Fino.
Iblis, I'm so sorry that Iblis, I'm so sorry.
So
that I
Iblis
forgot
number what?
Number
3.
2.
Too Short before Iblis, I'm sorry. I know.
I think 2 shots.
Iblis has better albums than Too Short.
Yes.
But Too Short has more commercial records. What do you think?
Yeah, I understand what you mean.
Yeah.
The powerful album.
No, Illy has one banger.
Bankala. I mean, Z Currency voice is Ice Prince. God.
Is it even when he decided that, you know what, fuck you, keeping it real. Terry G, where are you?
Let's go.
Oh my god.
Where are you?
Oh my god.
What the fuck? I forgot Iblis.
That Igbo boy.
It's really a cardinal sin. Illy.
Hey, do you know how many Nollywood movies have used this song?
And Illy cracked Nollywood too. Illy also cracked that record label boss thing with Chidinma.
Illy
You know what?
Illy has evolved.
You know what?
Hardcore MC.
Rewind. Don't do.
He is. You can make a critical.
Iblis number 1. No, Fino number 1. Iblis number 2. I'm sorry. No, it's enough. Fino number 1. Iblis number 2. Tusha number 3. It's enough.
Why Fino is number 1?
You guys here?
Why Fino is number 1?
Why
did you explain it?
No. What Fino? Some people don't know.
No,
what Fino did with his first album.
I need to know.
I'm still scared.
Chibuzo.
4 hit singles back
What
to
Chibuzo
back.
did with his first album?
4 hit singles back to back. No
Chibuzo.
No.
It's fine.
Let's hear the Wiz chorus now. It's Wiz now. Many Men. That's the name of the record.
We don't bless enough Nigerian rappers.
Listen to this.
Many men want test me. Shebina Baba, God will they bless me. Carry go, they wonder who they bless me.
Man, I committed a crime. Illy. I'm so sorry.
Then Wiz. Look at what Wiz now does here.
Say if you send me fire, say fire for you. If you say make a fire, you
To all our UK people, this is the news you know. This is not the Made in Lagos fan. This is not more love. This is the Joleba Wiz, man.
I fucked up.
Yeah.
So it's Fino number 1, Iblis number 2, Tusha number 3, Big Lou number 4. No, Nigerian number 4, Big Lou number 5. 0 no day, 0 no enter, no vex. This is Iblis as a record label boss.
Yeah, that was how concerning people.
Let's go, baby.
Shout out to Suspect.
Will you put in the next 5 years? Will you put Odumodu there in that list?
In the next
5 years, Odumodu's not a good rapper.
I need the Odumodu's debut album to feel. So I want to feel.
Oh, he's dropping a
something.
mixtape 31st. So.
I want to feel. I'm already feeling him, because you know my opinion about Odumodu. I feel Odumodu has the ceiling is very high.
It's very high.
There's a Burna Boy lean I'm seeing.
Yeah.
I saw Burna Boy vibing to rock.
I feel
there's a connection there. So Odumodu is there.
Yes,
but
that.
he needs to show now.
There's a spot in number 5 that needs to show, but you need to give me that album.
Yeah.
I need that album.
Odumodu, you know where Odumodu is right now? He is where Pop Smoke was. You know, you are just ready to explode.
I need to hear that mixtape.
It was where 50 Cent was when he dropped Wangstar.
Yeah. That's
where
the power of the dollar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Power of the dollar mistake just before Get You of that track.
Yes.
So everybody's waiting like, what's that next move?
Bro.
That's where Odumodu is.
50 was number 1. 50 is crazy. 50 had the hottest mixtape and the hottest album at the same time.
They are mad. And the hottest single.
The hottest single.
You understand?
On the hottest label.
Bro, this guy was the hottest underground
Everybody's
and the
featuring
hottest pop
Odumodu.
star.
Everybody has featured Odumodu. Adekunle Gold.
Everybody.
Gold.
That fast record is mine.
No, everybody has. That one is
Fast
gone.
record
It's
is
gone.
crazy.
That's when you know you're the hottest guy on the
And
block.
Declan Rice.
And you know the thing that is paining me?
Arsenal used
No
it as an
media-
unveiling. For
No,
them.
Crazy.
no media person
that's
has.
crazy.
No media person has done an article on
captured.
the rise of Odumodu.
No, they have.
who's that?
I think the native.
If you say
no,
No, he's don't call him
Native
native.
is
Don't,
yo.
Osagi, you have to, Osagi, just apologize. Just say I'm sorry for
I'm
saying
sorry.
this.
okay, because
Just apologize first.
It's like Def Jam.
No, just apologize first,
See,
Osagi.
it's like Def Jam
I'm
owns.
sorry.
It's like Def Jam owns a magazine. And then I say Jay-Z.
Of course, they're going to.
Sorry.
Okay,
Of course.
you see, Shady. Let's say you want to cast it in.
Yeah, no, everybody knows now.
No, it's not even a casting. It's just the voice.
Everybody
level.
knows.
okay.
That's the same name they
I'm looking
get.
at the
Like.
mixer.
Bro, come on, Osagi. Come on. We're saying outside of native.
Yeah, we need to
if
do
native
that.
no do, who won?
They have. Cultural
Who?
Custodian has done something on Declan Rice. They did a whole video
Okay.
breakdown.
That's dope.
They
That's
did
dope.
that.
That's dope.
I fuck with culture custodian a lot, though.
Yeah, and I like the video.
Mine
The
was-
series
magazine
they're now
era.
doing.
Just imagine Odumodu Black on the cover of a magazine.
Yeah.
They kill it, man.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Where the fuck were we?
We don't know. Let's go to
Podcast not
segment
finished.
1.
All right, so Shay's comment about his son running a train on girls. First of all, before we go into
First of all,
this,
you have to define train because that's such a hip hop 90s
All
thing.
day.
Yeah, you're not going on trainees.
Yeah, okay. Before we get into that, right? Before we get into running on a train, we'll go to Urban Dictionary to define it.
Thank you.
I want to talk about. My theory is very simple, and I hope you guys agree with my theory. And I put it in the pop culture group, weeks before when they were launching this thing. Everybody has made it
The
into
reality
the
show?
house. Yes.
Okay.
BBN Nigeria. Everybody has made his house is probably not doing as well as they should, and they're looking for like a breakout again.
Everybody knows that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just want to agree that we're on the same.
The popular people, the people who are making you can't call it Toby. Is it Toby Bakary?
Yeah,
You can't call it Toby Bakary now.
it's not coming in.
He's doing some shit with Netflix, probably.
Yeah. The way I see it is that you made it back into the house after all of that to go through all that again.
You can't call miracle.
Are you looking for money? What are you looking for?
Who's that?
All the people that went back to the Big Brother house. What are they looking for?
I'm not sure about Messi though, because Messi probably was doing okay. She
But she won, right?
Yeah, she was a winner.
So probably is what?
Probably she's just bored. I don't know.
No, you
Not
can't
bored,
be
but
bored.
what was the last time she was in the conversation? So because you
You
won
don't
it
do like this
before-
in Lagos. You can't say Afang soup. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what she was.
come on, like in terms of relevance, she wasn't also up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
White
If-
money
if-
clearly
if you have-
did it because after
Nah,
that,
because,
it was one of the most boring winners.
Yeah.
So the
That's
theory
true, sir.
stands that everybody that made it back there weren't really doing anything
Of
for
course,
themselves.
yeah.
It's not about like a money thing. Some of them
It's not about money.
It's just
about
because when you're
relevance
from-
to
yeah, you're
relevance to
relevant to the
news, to
culture.
pop culture, to
because
the
if it's a
culture.
money thing, it's only one person that is winning.
Bro.
It's like you have.
So
how
when-
many people were there? It's like 1/12.
So
right?
2018 or
So
so, I
it's-
can't remember when Tasha was on the show. I can't remember the specific year.
Yeah.
I wasn't a big fan of Tasha. I hated how confrontational she was.
Yeah.
She was disqualified. But I don't think there's a bigger Tasha fan like me.
She's as real as fuck.
Bro, the way she has evolved in terms
Yeah.
of like even how she reacts to like political issues,
Yeah.
human interest issues, like
She's
real.
even her commentary
She's
on
real.
issues, she's real.
She's a
Now,
short
I
girl.
love her.
now trace that back to how she was behaving. You know, she's just a real ass
She's
person.
just a real ass person. I was late on her.
Yeah.
Easily.
And when you're a real ass
Bro,
person,
and
you
yeah,
are
you can't take
you are
BS.
tagged as
You can't. You are taken
controversial
as
and-
difficult.
yeah,
Yeah, You
difficult,
can't take
that's the word.
Yeah, difficult.
and that's why
Bro,
she didn't make it back into the
that's-
fucking
no,
house.
she
No, I don't
said
think
it.
she could. I don't think
Yeah.
suspended.
They can't give her it
I don't
back.
think suspended housemates could make can make it back.
Bro, someone
But
was.
Erica is
wasn't
There's someone suspended that is in the house right now.
it's not
No.
Sissy.
No, like kicked off.
Sissy wasn't suspended.
Like kicked off. Like
They didn't
you-
kick Sissy out.
No, Sissy wasn't kicked out.
The
Sissy-
culture didn't
Sissy
be
was
woke that year.
allowed
We
there.
knew that she was toxic, but they didn't kick out.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. Erica is not going back in there.
No, she's not.
Bro, have you seen Erica? Have you seen that girl's skin?
But I'm
Bro.
surprised that
Nengi is not going back there.
nah, come on,
Oh,
Nengi Pengi.
no, excuse me.
Nengi Pengi.
With
She's
the
not
way
gonna
the
work.
rate of dollar is to stay in that house, oh
guy
no,
don't
no,
care
no,
so
no,
much.
no, no, no.
I ain't going in there.
Shut
No,
up.
like I
But
can't.
I'm surprised.
I'm so proud of
Kim
Tasha,
Opera
bro.
made it back in.
Yeah, because she's on Hip TV now.
Yeah, I'm,
Oh,
I'm
she's
so-
a presenter on Hip TV.
Yeah,
She
she's
took over
talking about
Nancy.
trending.
I don't watch Hip TV, bro.
Yeah.
I
Shout out to
watch
Kim.
YouTube,
Kim
bro.
has like 10 accents. I can't figure out where she's from. I hear that she's like, bro, baby girl. I don't understand.
I watch YouTube, bro. Like Hip TV. come
there's
on,
trending on YouTube now.
Next trending.
man.
Yeah.
Wait, did they
It
put
doesn't
trending on
come-
YouTube?
It doesn't come into my feed.
Wait, hold
bro.
on.
But
Let
on
me check.
Instagram,
If they
sure.
do not put trending on YouTube, I'm like,
But I'm so proud. I'm so
Trending.
proud of Tasha, bro. Like her opinion, the way she reacts to like trending issues.
Shout out to Lekon.
NSAS was when I started fucking with Tasha. NSAS
And
was.
she was vocal during that period.
NSAS was straight. Like she's just such an intelligent
all right,
girl.
hold on.
I
Let's
like- I
listen.
really
Let's
like
listen
her.
to Kim Opera. This is trending.
Bro,
It's a Hip
I'm
TV
not
show,
ready-
by
I'm
the
not
way.
ready to do that, bro.
I like the montage.
This was one of the key shows we started in Hip TV that year.
Yeah, now you're designing the show now.
I don't try for
God.
it.
Then you guys have one
Hey
whack.
guys, welcome to Trending, your favorite TV show where we engage in fun activities.
It started in Nigeria,
and
not enter UK.
conversations with
Hold
your
on, hold
favorite
on.
guests. I'm your favorite TV girl, Kim Opera, and we'll be right back after the show break.
In the enter America, we had 3 accents, in just one paragraph.
No, now.
Welcome back. You're still watching Trending, brought to you by Airtel. Today we have a special guest in the studio, a Big Brother alumni, goes by the name Bella.
She's switching between
switching.
lanes.
Ah.
She's switching
Baby
lanes.
girl.
But see,
What is a finance woman though?
no, she's
fine
really-
house woman.
I think you know there's a general consensus on
Yes.
that.
I top 5 finance.
But I like her persona. Very happy, lucky
I have
girl.
a theory about persona, but I can't say it. I'm not safe to say it.
Yeah,
on
but
the
I like a
pod.
very happy, lucky girl. You know,
Yeah,
I
guys.
don't know her persona.
You guys, they happy now for that. You guys, you was sad again. You have to put
but
on a smile.
I'm surprised she made it back into the house because everybody in the house is like,
Maybe the cheese they gave her was the offer they gave her was good.
yeah, I know somebody who they kind of offered money, but the money wasn't. The person told me that the money wasn't enough for their mental health.
Yeah,
Yeah, because that shit fucks you up.
they fucks you up. Yeah,
So this person came out and was like,
can't do
"Yeah,
that."
shit is crazy." So they approached when they wanted to do this, and approached and everything, and was like, "What's the bag?" Person was like, "Nah,
I didn't do that shit.
yeah, 3 months of this shit, nah,
yeah.
3 months, right? 12 weeks,
74 days.
yeah." Okay, so let's get into Seyi. Well, first of all, why is this guy a problem? I'm just seeing, I see cutaways on.
He wasn't this
Instagram.
problematic the first time he was in the show. So
Was he?
what else happened?
Yeah.
The first time he was on this show, that was like some years ago. I said that he's the worst person I've seen on TV
Back then,
back then.
That's why him and Tasha were forming party now.
why didn't you
Back
like him
then.
back then?
He was just like, do you know that the first day in the house,
Mm-hmm.
he was talking about feminism. He said, I don't like feminism.
Wait, the first show.
The first Sunday in the house, he said it. I tweeted. Now you can go and search my tweets about it. I said, like he said it. I quoted him. He said it. Like he has so many issues.
I will not went in the mud.
And I don't just like him. The way he walks. Like I hate everything. So that's why I don't like talking about him, because my bias. We just I hate the way he dresses, the way he walks, the way he talks, everything.
But I like when he does ads. The way he does his eyes. He's a very good actor.
He's good at ads. So I won't lie about that.
So he was saying something about setting up his sons.
Mm-hmm.
Setting up like.
Oh, he's married.
He's married.
He's got kids.
He got, I don't know if it's kids or a kid,
Yeah.
right? But he was saying something about setting up his son and the sons of his friends, putting money in their account so that when they are of age, they'll be able to afford to run train on girls.
Choo choo. All right, that's wild.
That's wild.
That's wild.
That's wild.
All right, let's go to Urban Dictionary definition of running a train. For those who don't know,
for you Gen Z,
can you? Is there any way you can play like the record of him saying that? If you go on Twitter,
send me the link, bro.
All right, let me see.
All right, so run train means this medium went to another level.
I know medium will
always go on another level.
I just go to Urban Dictionary.
Yeah, because I said in can't grip and I'm like, hold the fuck on medium.
No.
You understand? One woke person wrote something there. But that's the first result on the result page.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, so Urban Dictionary, running a train, the first definition means when 3 or more males take turns having sex with one female and having her perform sexual favors for them. Example, to use this in context, yo, Jason, Sam, and I got this little chicken head who's going to let us run a train on her.
In case you don't know what chicken head is, I suggest you should brush up on your hip hop.
Okay. All right, so that basically means, that's basically that's the meaning of running a train, right? So it's most times boys on one woman.
Oh yeah.
Now this is a very popular thing in the 90s.
Very popular,
right? I won't say very popular, but it used to be a thing. I think now it has chilled.
So sure. Now it ain't no fun in my homies don't have no.
It was popular.
Sure it has chilled because that's what it
was in hip hop music.
That's what is empowering these days to have a train run on you as a woman, according to like. Are you sure it is like it is actually now because like it's when you're sexually liberated, like right?
Yeah.
It's
you're
a
in
thing.
control.
You're in control, so you can have train run on you. It's fine. Like
as long as you are the one that's
it.
You admit it.
So that's why the uproar over this was shocking to me because I thought this is empowering, right?
DVSA stuff. They also tweeted
this is empowering because he didn't. So what annoyed me with this whole thing? So obviously the first thought about is morally is not right.
Like first of all,
why is it morally wrong? I don't
understand. First of all, you can't be thinking about the sexual life of your kids. Like
okay, from
the kids that's still very young.
You want to fund them.
Your priorities are just.
Not talking about train itself.
No, your priorities are, and it shows the kind of the person you are. Like for you to be thinking about
expose who
your son is like 2, 3, 4, 5, and the first thing you're thinking about, let me save money for him to be running trains on girls.
Not trust fund though, not education management team. Not putting his name inside will.
Like it's really fucked up.
Steve on this podcast, Steve has been shouting STEM.
I'll be shouting STEM. So that your kids will be
spam.
You know what spam? Now wow.
No, it's just fucked up. Right?
No, this podcast this episode STEM.
Sorry, Nana, for looking for the image.
Then at the end of the day, you have to, like you said, you have to be in tune with the time. And apparently, the time that we are in now is empowering to have trains run on you.
Why?
Sex work is empowering. You've not heard it before.
Sex work is empowering.
Sex work is empowering. Women can choose to have.
Yes.
Woman can choose to have any sort of sexual life.
Only fans
that she wants, and you can't judge her with it.
Yeah. Commodify your beauty.
That's
only fans too.
So how come a man that is enabling it is not a criminal? That's my point. So morally, I have a problem with what he said. I have a problem with him saying it. My first thought was like, you have to kick him out. But I sat down about it. There's no crime here.
Yeah, because on
he
the other side,
have a train against her consent. Because a lot of women consent to be having train run on them because it's in the sexual fantasy. You see them talking about it. One was 26. 2 guys had sex with me. And I was happy.
I see your point.
Yeah.
And that's the danger.
And the social media narrative also, especially from women, is like, oh, broke boys don't deserve pussy.
Shout out to Cardi B.
Don't deserve knacks.
Yeah.
So this is a guy saying, I'm saving for my kids to be able to afford knacks.
Yeah. He's buying into the stocks.
It's
Tesla X. I get it.
The stocks, not the stockings.
The stocks. And I'm saying this so that you guys will understand how problematic your takes are on social media. Right?
Because when you go down this lane, right?
Ain't no coming back.
Yeah, you want to be promiscuous.
Everybody has the right to be promiscuous.
And enjoy the dividends of being promiscuous. But you want to be absolved of the consequence. This is the consequence of being promiscuous. Men will run train on you.
But some people tell you that, okay.
With consent. Because you consented to it.
You have a point.
Yeah, so morally, I don't fuck with it. Even me, I don't fuck with what you're saying, because for you to be thinking about sex for your kid, it means you're messed up. Right?
Yeah.
But you think about it or you don't think about it too. It's something that will happen, because I don't think the people who are prostitutes today, their mothers raised them to be prostitutes.
Facts.
What will happen.
And because he's saying it, right? Or think about the thousands of people that are not saying it.
Thank you.
That are not in the Big Brother house.
Yeah,
that are saying it to their friends.
Yeah. So why are you asking Big Brother to kick him off?
When you said
broke boys don't deserve pussy.
Yeah. The eventual action is encouraging and empowering. Sorry.
Bro, for example, someone from like Oloni, right?
Yeah.
I pronounced the name right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
When she asked for like opinions of women about their sexual fantasies, you see all of them talking about when they had trains run on them, how happy they were, how empowering it was for them.
Yeah.
And this is someone who's enabling it.
You can't just
sit down now because he said it and just twist it into rape. It's not rape.
You can't attack.
He didn't say, "Oh, I'm training my children. I'm keeping money for my kids, my sons to rape."
You can't attack the enabler. The enablee.
You enable these things. So that's why I'm always particular about the language you use on social media when you're trying to encourage something.
And the problem with this thing is that it's such a very gray area, right?
Because
ambiguous.
Because guess what? I'm planning to save money so that I can raise my kids so that they can run train on girls.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That whole thing alone is in the same
Venn diagram.
Yeah. It's almost a perfect circle with boys can take advantage of girls because they have money.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It's
girls can take advantage of guys because they have money.
Yeah. They are all in the same cooking pot.
Yeah.
And it's very dangerous. And when you tap into one,
you have to tap into the other one.
You mistakenly.
Yeah.
You understand?
I agree.
Like, I'm not going to judge anybody by saying multiple. When you say raise my kids, right? What's dangerous there is.
It's so dangerous.
You know what's dangerous there? What age are your kids? Are you talking about when they're in their teens? Are you talking about because as a grown-ass guy, you are not going to be talking to your son. You know, the only way you can save money and say, oh, you run trains on girls is when you have full control of your kid, and your kid is probably in his teens.
Yeah.
So are you saying when your kid is 15, you're going to do that? Like,
that's wild.
Like, fam,
that's wild.
Think about it. So that's wild. And
it is wild, actually.
It's wild. What he said is very disturbing.
Very disturbing.
Granted, he might not get you out of the house because one, Big Brother is looking for shock job, so they will leave you there.
And again, technically, he has not broken anything in the house.
It's not a crime.
I just like how
the feedback.
Lagos State government immediately released the statement.
It's an important message.
Yeah,
bro.
It does not make sense.
Do you know how many thousand people watch that shit? Do you know how many men,
young boys,
are now like,
it's true. Me too. I need
he said this thing.
I need
it's true.
I need a GoFundMe account for
the young boys are like, oh, this guy can say this about his kid. It means that if I have money, I can run trains on girls.
Yes, no,
bro.
There are already guys already like that.
Do you know how much TV? It
does not make sense.
Inspires
or influences.
The messaging does not make sense.
It doesn't make sense
at all.
Yeah, and people have been complaining about this baby since it entered this.
But guess what?
Yeah,
once it comes out, just have no shame and double down on it. You'll be fine. That's the problem with
but I don't think he has sense to double down on it because his handler already done a very fake apology or something.
They've done apology.
One fake apology. He said, me too, I was even shocked by what he said.
The handler said he's shocked.
He too was shocked.
It's just this kind of like just shows how problematic your takes are on social media when you just come up with some BS
Yeah.
Because anybody can come up with facts or a point to back up whatever they are doing of just what you've encouraged. It does not make sense to just talk on social media without full context.
Maybe in his mind, I think he's creating shock value that will make people vote for him.
He actually hinted at this yesterday. That's why he's still on the show.
Oh.
Because people like him.
Don't worry.
And Tasha talked about it because his vote increased from the last 2 weeks.
You know, before it was the lowest, but this one is
before it was low, now it's the third lowest.
So men are voting for him.
Yeah, Tasha is saying, people are even voting for this guy.
Bro, what is happening now is the more controversial you are, the more likely.
The more popping you are on
But
Big
you know
Brother.
what? I beg multi-choice. Anybody, please, whatever Thatcher wants, please, just bring her into the house.
Bro, if Tasha comes to this, I almost said it yesterday when they announced that they're bringing in new people to the show.
Yeah.
Like,
how many new people did they bring in?
3.
They brought in 4.
Kimopra.
Omoshola, Prince and
Omoshola
Lucy.
is that funny guy, right?
Prince and Lucy. They brought in 4 people to the show.
Prince, who? Lucy.
I don't know.
Lucy.
Lucy is the elderly.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You remember. Yeah, you remember.
My own mind don't go that far.
Yeah. So, how many weeks more?
I don't
I don't even
know how to
know.
count.
Bro, I'm just counting. I don't really care. Yes.
How did Uriel? You guys kicked Uriel out? How? Uriel has a very interesting thing about her. I don't know, her character, everything. It's just.
I like her.
It's
a
mysterious.
lot. I like her a lot.
There's something about her.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, I like Uriel. Everybody knows that. Anybody around me knows that I like Uriel.
When they interviewed her, when they're asking about Neo, she said, "Have you smelt Neo before?" I said, "Wow."
Oh, that's what she said.
Yeah.
She was the one kissing Neo, right?
That's where I put Neo for what? I said, "Hey."
Neo has the softest lips she has ever kissed.
Yeah,
I like her. There's
I like
some sort
Uriel.
of
I like
aura
Uriel a
around
lot.
her.
Yeah. It was the jury that took out. She wasn't meant to go. It was Seyi that was meant to go.
So hold on, people aren't voting anymore. There's
So
no
you
jury.
vote.
You
But the
vote.
jury
You
now
vote
makes
the
the
last.
final
They vote
decision.
for the last two. The 2 with the least votes.
Jury will not kick one
Jury will
out.
not kick
But
one
they
of
stopped
them
the jury.
off,
They
yeah.
scrapped it too. They announced today they scrapped it. No more
That's
jury.
what they
Yeah,
said.
because jury will just be a bunch
So
of haters.
Seyi's going home.
How do you know?
I just have a feeling. He's going home.
Okay.
The jury
But he
just-
wasn't the last. He wasn't the least voted person last week.
The jury will just be a bunch of haters. That's all, right?
No, they're your past housemates now. Housemates from different
So if
editions.
one of them doesn't fuck with you, then
I thought V was going to say Neo should get out.
Mommy, I was surprised that she voted.
because she was dating Neo before, right?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Tolani Badger's hooked up with him, right?
Talani Baji hooks up with everybody, bro.
Oh, I
In
didn't.
the
know.
house.
Oh, because I
Everybody
thought they were,
calm
like,
down.
together.
Calm down. Neo's with everybody in the house. Neo now knows what. They don't send anybody. Neo knows he's a fine boy, so anybody is free game.
Okay, shout out to Neo. Shout out to Neo of the Matrix.
Shout out to fine boy Neo.
All right, man. Let's keep it moving. Okay, talking about fine boy and glowing and shining. Your governor, the Lagos State governor, Babajide Sanwo Olu,
Looking like
was
Migos.
seen wearing a very expensive wristwatch.
Yeah, man.
What's the name of that wristwatch again?
You are asking something that's way above my pay grade.
And mine as well, man. I saw the whole thing. I didn't even know. You know how bad it is. I don't even know wristwatches are expensive or not.
Oh, man, I know them.
I don't like. I'll just see. it
But
and they say
Tinubu has
this
a
one
wa-
is a
Tinubu
blah,
has
blah,
a watch
blah.
like that too. If you look at his inauguration, this thing, you see I said, daddy.
And if you're sure that Sonoluzo is not a hand me down from Tinubu.
That's the first thought that came to me was like, this thing be fake. Oh.
No.
Governor of
Don't be a
Lagos State.
Nigerian.
Governor of Lagos
Don't be a
State.
Nigerian. Come
Bro.
on, man.
Okay. Oh.
It's just 8 years of local government. Give me what you made in 1 month. I'm
Okay,
fine.
so the wristwatch is a Patek Philippe wall-time chronograph,
Patek Philippe.
right? It is 5930p. I'm talking about the specification. 5930p complication self-winding.
Yeah.
And it costs 136.
I don't know what that means, but I know it's
Complication
progressive.
is
Yeah.
there are many functions it has or something. How many times you can tell?
And it costs 136,189 pounds. The good part is that free insured shipping to the UK.
Oh, okay. Now, like free the insurance.
I can see why he went for
insured
it.
shipping.
I
so
can see why he went for
I
it.
see why he went for it. He's a very
Yeah.
smart man.
like,
He's a
think
very
about it,
smart
guys.
man.
It was
Yeah.
free insured
It
shipping.
had to be free insured. Why else?
It was
No.
free insured
It's true,
shipping
it's
to the
true.
UK.
I
It was
understand.
probably in UK at the
You want to
time.
know how
It
much
just-
my own cost? Okay, moving on.
Yeah, research is expensive, are you?
Yeah, it looks cute.
Favorably,
I'm
yeah, expensive.
suspecting
but-
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, please, I beg.
You
Correct.
understand? Me, I just
I see one more of this on your wrist. I'll report it to you.
and yeah, we're reporting you.
Yeah, I'll
We're
report
reporting you.
Hey.
I just stick with the Apple Watch and that's fine.
But Apple Watch Lucky is expensive too, fam.
No, it's not the latest one. I'm on the 6. Yeah.
Try the Ultra. You run mad.
What's the difference?
Ultra is like you want to go to like forest for hunting and shit. Gives you all the navigational shit. Like,
hey man, I'm in the concrete here. I'm fine.
Yeah, okay, good.
All right, so that's what our governor is wearing on his wrist, right? And
Badge.
Double F put it up on. Double F is a very popular person on Twitter. He put it up on Twitter and says, "Another day, another one. Trust me, he's not just changing the straps." And he was referring to another Patek Philippe that Babajide Sanwo Olu wore back in July.
He's about to drop an album now. Why does he get
and that one had black straps. And it's probably costing the same amount, right? So the question is quite simple, right? Like, should a governor be wearing... And let me break down how Double F, he did a whole thread and says, yesterday the Adama governor completely unprovoked, posted a video of him enjoying his holiday abroad, now deleted. I would say Nigeria is probably going through one of its toughest economic crises since the 90s right now. I won't say I'm an expert on Asian economic development, but increasingly, the fact that the thing that stands out to me as a stark difference between Asian and African leaders is the amount of pressure leaders are under to deliver. It is, to put mildly, disturbing. African leaders are almost under no pressure at all to deliver anything. And it's not just pressure coming from the people they govern. Asian leaders seem to have some sort of self-imposed pressure. If we don't do this, we are finished, right?
Yeah.
And then it goes on to just break down a few other things. And see, for the time we are in, for the economic condition, how harsh it is, right? A governor rocking a $136,000 wristwatch on his wrist.
It's very insensitive.
Randomly.
It doesn't make sense.
It sends the wrong message. Very insensitive.
And it just shows that they don't really care about what we think.
Yeah, it's like Akpabio that made his first video as Senate president, and he rode up in how many S550s? Like, you see his convoy, black S550s, and the guy was like, "Bro, come on."
I think it's the standard that we've left for our leaders.
Yeah, we've never checked them. We've never checked them.
We've never laid like huge standards. If the standards are very high, with what's happening in this country, a governor is only going to put up a video of him, vacationing in an expensive island or something.
He went to Arsenal's first match.
Yeah. Oh, so that's something.
So yeah, he put up at the library. Yeah,
the governor. Yeah. Baba, you never come sporting Lagos. Now, what's in the afternoon?
No, it's Asake in sporting Lagos. What do you mean?
So, but the problem. A lot of people in the thread, right, in the code tweets and the thread of these tweets,
we're
creating excuses for our government.
Oh, yes. He was a rich man before. They'll tell you that he was a rich man before.
But you don't know who Nigeria is.
So they created clear excuses.
Yeah, Nigeria.
Some even claimed that is not the original one now. That is not the original one now. But he's wearing it. It's blah, blah, blah. Some other people say it's not his money. Some people say it's a gift.
We should take that picture and send it to this fake watch buster collector guy on Instagram to determine if it's real. And I'm probably correct that it's going to be real.
There is no how this man is wearing a fake.
He can't wear a fake. He's the governor of Lagos. How can he be rocking fake Patek?
That's the first thing I thought when I saw it. I'm like, it can't be real. That's how much I believe that our leaders care about us in terms of optics. You can't be wearing this kind of wristwatch when Nigeria is passing through, like when we are passing through this kind of like time, like hard times, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I just thought about it, like these guys don't really care, man. They don't give a fuck.
Let me put in context how much this money is. This is 3 zeros. This is another.
How much are you calculating it? 860 or 850 or?
I need 900. It's pounds.
Oh, you did 900. Oh,
pounds.
So
yeah.
The only currency it is Sonia.
I believe this is 1.2 billion.
But
wait, let me. I'm counting the zeros. Make it not be like say I just the talk rubbish.
But they can't pay doctors, Abi.
Hold on, I'm calculating this thing.
No matter how much it is, it's insensitive.
Yeah.
Because you ask yourself, will the UK Prime Minister do that?
Sorry, 122 million naira.
Also, this points back to how much they rate us. Why putting it on? You look and say, well, Nigerians know the price of these things. They're not too smart like that.
They know be more.
No, it's not that they won't know. They know now. People are rocking this thing in Lagos now.
Yeah. Fake.
The problem is and even original. The problem is that they don't give a fuck. 122 million. Guys, you're rocking 122 million on your wrists.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. That's all I'm going to say. Okay.
God day.
I don't know what to say. Rotus versus Rufai. So we've
Sorry,
talked.
just to say this, your president also wears a Patek. I've just
you confirmed it.
Yeah, I think that's a Patek.
Is that a Patek?
Yeah.
That's a Patek you're rocking. I think it's a Patek you're rocking. Is that a Patek or a Longi?
I think our president is untouchable.
Who? Badman himself.
That's bad.
A story came up when the son bought a 13 million pound
And daughter,
house
is
cash.
it your money?
People said, he's the biggest guy in advertisement in Nigeria, in Lagos, so he can afford it.
30 million pounds.
Yeah,
Cash. No
Big
mortgage.
down cash.
Wait, the house is cost 30 million pounds.
Yeah, it's a very highbrow
Which
area.
house cost 30 million pounds?
Cash.
Go to UK, you see it now.
Cash.
Cash, bruv. Let me say he say we go pay mortgage cash. Up front, bruv.
Up front, close and
But we Nigerians need to tighten our belts because now suffer becomes suffer for this world.
Oh my God.
Anyway, Rufai, I say Rufai and
Rotus.
shout out to Rotus.
First take arise.
I don't see a problem with the debates segment on
Is
TV.
it the question is it's produced, right? It's pre-produced. It's not
Apparently,
random.
they're acting like it's random. So that's why they keep Rotus always apologizes for it and say, "Oh, next time I'll do better. I'll control my temper better."
But it's
it
not
starts
random. The producer set them up, right?
It starts off with Rufai. Rufai saying something.
Yeah, Rufai was saying.
Rufai was saying something, and Rotus just losing his mind and saying, "No, that's not true. You should be able to tell people the truth," and just start going off.
First of all, were Rufai and Rotus on the same show? They weren't. They just
No.
started pairing them, right?
So the thing is, they have a morning
Can you give
show.
us context first for people that don't watch Arise TV?
Okay, so there's a morning show on Arise
Let's
TV.
talk about Arise TV in general.
There's a Arise TV since lockdown. They've been
Turn your mic.
since the NSAS podcast.
Since NSAS period, man, they jacked
NSAS
everything.
period protest. They've been the number one TV show, right? Morning TV show, because they covered it well. They were for the people, so a lot of people watch them. So now they have like a morning segment, Arise TV Daily, whatever it
I
is.
knew it used to be Rufai, Ruben Abati
and that babe, right?
The lady, yeah.
So they have an economic segment that they go to Rotus. Rotus comes in because he's the financial reporter, he's the economic reporter.
Shout out to Rotus.
Shout out to Rotus.
You guys were colleagues at
Yeah,
some
we're
point.
Oh, you were not.
We are colleagues
He didn't meet you at
No,
once.
no.
Oh, okay. Was the editor of Business Insider.
Before I left. And he also has a radio show on Smooth FM.
On Smooth FM. Yeah. So he comes in and challenges Rufai of economic. Rufai is anti-Tinubu, right? Everybody knows. Like he's
APC.
Anti-APC, anti-everything Tinubu does in terms of like removing subsidy and not bringing waste for people to for the country to manage it. He was like, I'm not for. The thing about Rufai was like he was pro remove subsidy until Tinubu remove subsidy.
Yeah, but he's
and
saying
keeping
that
up with the brand.
subsidy should have.
No, I just feel it was just keeping up with the brand of just being
anti-Tinubu,
anti-Tinubu, anti-government, which obviously was working.
Because he did it with the Buhari.
He did with Buhari thing and stuff like that. So his point was that remove subsidy, but gradually remove it.
Yeah, phase it out.
And also put in like things and like some sort of succor for
soft landing
for people. So he keeps saying this and Rotus
reduce cost of governance.
And reduce cost of governance. And by Rotus comes and keeps challenging him about what Tinubu has done right, and there's always this clash there's always this clash on radio, on TV, that they keep apologizing for. And I'm like, my own point is, why are you apologizing? It's great TV. I'm enjoying it.
TV, right?
It's TV, bro.
I'm sure the ratings have gone up. Everybody's talking about
it.
So Rotus is more like pro what the government is doing in terms of economic policies and trying to add context.
As being realistic. That the government is doing what they can.
And Rufai is just like burn everything down.
This is not right.
But that's great TV, back and forth, right? Because you guys now represent different
both sides of thoughts.
It makes the dialogue.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm just confused as why Rotus.
What is Rotus always apologizing?
Always apologizing.
Do they insult each other?
They don't.
They don't.
You actually see that Rotus is actually agitated. He feels some type of way about it, and his emotion is really high. So that's why he always comes to apologize. But I'm like, bro, this is good TV. This is
maybe the apologizing is still part of it.
I think.
But it's scripted, right?
No, I'm not sure.
If it's not scripted, it's random.
Yeah.
But they just did it once and this shit is good. Let's do it again.
They should just give two of them a show. They should just knock it off. So
no, it's too much.
In Yankee, this is what they'll do.
America is
fast.
The producers say this is good television. The ratings are up.
Yeah.
And they will just give them a show.
Yeah.
And it both of them.
Like the producer of that NBA show where Shaq and Charles Barkley are always that moderating.
Yeah.
Say the first time you saw them outside, they were like playing like brothers, they were fighting. I said, these guys will kill it on TV and give them a TV show.
Immediately. I will call this show Rotus versus Rufai.
RVR. Let's go.
Yeah.
And it's to work.
It will work.
Bruv.
It will
Because
work.
the audience is already there.
Bro.
Yeah, the audience is already there.
It's just that then you now have to start pushing Rotus into more
Of politics.
Yeah, politics
Than economics.
and not just economics. Yeah.
Because to be fair to Rotus, he has some points that are also anti-government, anti-Tinubu or anti-APC. But because of the viral parts are always pro-Tinubu, people will just think, oh, maybe he's an APC supporter. So when they start seeing his real opinion, I think it will confuse a lot of people.
Yeah.
To be very honest. Yeah.
That's dope. Shout out to Rotus, big fan of him. We chat all the time. Try to pitch a podcast to him. He loved it. Never came back.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. But I fucks with Rotus.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah. And I've met Rufai Hussein a couple of times. I think he used to work at Smooth FM also.
Oh.
Channels.
No,
Yeah,
we never had channels.
I know I met him with another broadcaster. I think I met him with Chico. We're cool, Sha. We talked and everything. He lost weight now. He used to be very chubby, right?
Yeah.
He used to be very chubby. Shout out to Rufai. All right. So a Nigerian daughter refuses to cook for her family.
I don't know this one. I just saw it on Twitter and I decided to skip.
All right. Steve, what's going on?
So,
I saw the tweets. Actually, my friend sent it to me and asked me, what do you think?
yeah, we're just on our own, and we saw someone just tweeted out, I think the mom had a job and they transferred the mom out of their vicinity.
Let me read the tweets.
Oh, please do.
I started rebelling against the...
That cosplay bad.
Asake, just read this in with your own voice. I'm sorry. Just please do. Please read with your voice.
Started rebelling against the first daughter shit.
This ASMR, please. I beg.
I started rebelling against it. Okay, I started rebelling against the first daughter shit in 2020. I mean, doing that in 2020, man. Damn. That's so recent.
Just after lockdown.
Yeah.
Why people are battling to start life.
During
Rebelling,
COVID.
I just do your mind.
During COVID.
At least
You
see
started
food truck,
rebelling
not thank
against
God.
your dad during COVID.
I swear.
Like,
You're
think
not even
about it. The world is about to
You're not
end.
even sympathetic about your dad. Say, more COVID is taking old people. Let
Now
me
you
just
go
be...
pay rent.
Come on.
Do you understand? In 2020, during COVID is when you started rebelling. When the world was about to end, conspiracy theories were flying up and down. You were not busy with conspiracy theories like me.
Asake formed the group. Stay alive group.
That group, you be like walking
Did-
dead. You be like
Did-
walking dead.
super-
No, hold on. Did you stay alive or not?
I stayed alive.
Thank
I was
me.
like,
Thank me.
The group worked.
Thank you. All right.
So people priority they shifted.
You understand?
Mine was, how do I stay alive? How do my parents stay alive? How do my kids stay alive?
Mine is, how do I rebel as the first daughter? Come on.
Okay.
Make an old cook.
Come on. Her name is Morticia. Come on.
Yeah, so original.
Yeah. I started rebelling against the first data shit in 2020. My mom got an apartment so she could be closer to work. So I was home with my dad and brother. She called me one time because my father complained that I don't cook. And then she told me I'm supposed to take her spot when she's not around. I have never been that confused in my life. Take your place as how? Nami go marry or what? I was 18 fighting online classes for my life. From the point I just stopped cooking entirely. From that point, I just stopped cooking entirely. I wouldn't leave my room before 2 p.m. either. All man for himself.
So she didn't eat.
My brother, that's the crazy thing, right? My brother too went to call her that I don't cook anything. Yeah. At that point, I increased pressure. I started buying Coke for only me. Typical,
Coke.
Yeah.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah. Coca-Cola, this is not cocaine.
No, that's not healthy now.
Yeah, for only me. When my mom came back, she taught my brother how to fry plantain, and my father started cooking too.
Oh, that's nice.
Now, my brother does not need anybody to cook for him. I don't do that shit either. If you can't cook, starve. Okay,
That's
so
cute.
here's my, as somebody who cooks in the house.
Yeah.
Now, here's my take on this thing. First of all, right? How does your brother not know how to cook?
And maybe that's how maybe because the mom was the one cooking. So
Well, that's a problem, Ayo.
yeah, I'm just saying maybe that's the family setup they already agreed on. You know, some
I don't think it's right.
No, you don't have a right to say the way people.
Ayo, if you're hungry, you go cook.
But the way
Or if food there house, you go cook. But if rice no dey stew,
every
you
family
go
has
cook
their own
rice.
standard of operation. Until the whole change happened, that was their standard of operation.
That only the women know how to cook in the house.
And there was peace. The mother was the one cooking. There was peace in Israel.
And see, it's a
Popsy dey
problem.
chop.
It's a problem.
Okay.
Let me tell you how we grew up in our house, right? 2 guys, 1 girl, right? Girl was the eldest, and followed by me and my younger brother. We dey cook. My mom would do the general stew or soup, right?
Yeah, the whole organization
Then
stuff.
go and make eba. Go and make, anybody could go and do it. As long as you were getting to a certain age, go and do it, right? Because we're all going to go and live our lives. We're all
It's a survival
individual
skill
It's a
anyway,
survival skill.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Same way, right? My elder sister could, if there's something wrong with the socket, she will carry screwdriver, pull it out, remove live, remove neutral, and
Gender
remove
balance.
earth, and get a new socket and fix it.
Yeah.
So as much as we could do and I'm using air quotes now, the girl stuff in the house, right? The girl in the house could also do the man stuff.
Yeah.
That's how we were. My sister can go and put on generator. My sister could kill chicken, I could kill the chicken. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Like we could literally do anything. There was no gender roles in the house.
Yeah.
And it helped all of us growing up. So my own point here is, before we even get to this lady, right? And because I have my own issues with her, is that, and so that's the first thing I want to talk about. Like, everybody should be able to do stuff. Now, the second part, Steve, before you jump in, is that if there are defined roles in the house, right? Everybody should also, and these are not gender roles, but defined roles. Everybody should also be able to play their part.
It's fine if you call it. It's fine if you call it gender roles.
I won't call it gender roles.
You know why we call it?
To me,
you know why we call it gender roles?
Why?
So growing up, the females in the house did the things that were easier, that were less physically tasking.
Of course.
So that's easier.
Yes.
So that's gender roles. It is actually, like, why are we painting gender roles as something that's bad?
I'm not even trying to make it like, it's gender roles or whatever.
No, you can call it, if you call it gender roles, it's not even also wrong.
Yeah, but
because women
why
are
I'm not
physically
calling it-
weaker than men.
Yes, but why I'm not calling it gender roles is that I will cut the grass doesn't mean it's a man thing.
It's a man thing, bro.
No,
women
it's
can
not.
cut the grass. They're
Bro.
physically not.
No, that's not true.
No,
Go
bro.
to the village when we're growing up. Women, they carry cut grass now.
That's the village.
And what's the
The
difference?
men were doing things harder than cutting grass too.
Yes.
They were falling trees.
They were going to farm. They were going to
Exactly.
hunt. Yes.
So men were still doing something that physically task, like
Yes.
that, more task, like.
So I would actually go into more physically tasking roles and less physically tasking roles.
Yeah, so that's gender roles. Women
No.
do less tasking
Yes,
roles.
but I won't assign it to gender. I will
It's
just
gender.
assign it to physicality.
Yeah.
You know
But
why?
people are assigning to gender.
Because
It's gender.
No, but I'm just telling you is that if somebody, my sister
It's
can
gender.
cut grass now. People
That's
they
what
do
I'm-
stuff.
that's what I'm
Don't
saying.
be
That's in your
saying
family now, but
It's
people were doing gender.
bro.
Like, oh,
It's gender.
okay, the women do this
in a
and the
setting,
men do this.
in a particular setting,
I think
women
it's called-
do less physically tasking jobs.
Yes.
Because you know why? Women are less physically.
But once you
less
start,
physical.
my issue with that, once you start tasking it to that, it's almost like you are then absolving the men in the house to take on those roles.
To take
Because
on what
you've
roles?
Now, you've now defined those roles as
To take on
as
those-
a female role,
To take on those roles.
like dry cleaning.
But if everybody is at home and everybody has to listen in a
And everybody
particular
has to chip
setting,
in.
everybody has to chip in.
And that's that has what has led to this thing now.
It doesn't let to anything. It's just people who are not applying context. People who are not intelligent.
Yeah, and
yes.
there's also not a lot of context in this story. But my problem now is that you've said this role is this role and this role is this role.
Yeah.
The problem is that the men now further direct down into that role and then on.
No,
the
don't say
other
can't take on that role. Don't
That's
say
the thing.
can't take
but,
on.
But
no.
that's what happens now.
Some can take on this.
It's just because people just apply the extreme in everything. You can't say can't take on that role.
There's an
Someone who can
extremity.
fall the trees can cook. There's nothing that is in the
But the
cooking.
problem is that with this thing about the gender and why you task it to gender and not physicality, the problem now is that
it's
this
always
boy-
about physicality.
this-
you know why?
you know
That
what-
girl has.
We don't know what this boy does in the
That
house.
boy is doing something in the house.
We don't
He's
know what
washing
this
the
boy do
cars.
something in
Yeah,
the
but
house.
the
Bro,
guy-
I was 9 years old, 10 years old. I was climbing.
Bro,
I was clean. I was washing my
I'm
dad's
trying
car.
to define something. There are two things, right? There's can and there's should.
Yeah.
Can is more on what? Ability.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand?
Should is duty.
The boy does not have the ability to cook.
No, the boy has the ability to cook, but there's the girl at home. That girl has to cook because that girl has to do something.
But she just
But she
said
just
that
said
the
that the boy
mother
could not.
came back and the mother had to teach the boy how to cook.
Yes, because the boy has been doing other things that are physically more
And that is
taxing.
my problem. You should be able to do everything.
Of course, now that the boy has learned how to cook, is anybody dying? The boy is cooking. Is he arguing? Is the boy arguing?
But
No.
That's the point.
How about the babe? There's something she might not be able to
Exactly. What was this that the girl has not been able to? Who's doing
that's
it?
where the parents have also failed because they should also teach her to do those things.
No,
Because
she can't do it
get other
because she's
apartments
not
now,
asking.
and she doesn't have to switch on generator.
No, she can't do it.
Let me explain something to you guys, and this is how I see how it is, right?
I understand what
Just
you're trying to
because
do. You're trying to
cannot do
paint it in a perfect world, but this is not a perfect world.
Of course, because
it's a
there's
world where everybody has to do something.
Yes.
The girl has to do something that the boy has to. The girl has to do something,
Yes.
right?
And the boy has to do something.
Yes.
They'll choose the
And
thing
the
that's
fa-
more
and the-
physically
and-
tasking for the
and-
boy to
and
do.
the boy, yes.
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 So when that was on, the girl said she can't be able to do the one that's assigned to her.
Yes.
See, the
That's
vibe for
that's her own sign of. That's her own perspective of. That's her own definition of rebelling.
Yes.
She dey buy fuel.
So
She refuse buy 50 liters.
And that's where I've defined all down, and that's where I now come and focus on her.
Yeah.
Everybody has a role, which is what I started with.
Yeah.
Your father has a role. Your father has a role, Madam Motisha. Your father has been raising you for 18 years.
Free of charge.
How old are you? You are
Free of
18.
charge. Free of charge.
Do you understand? Has raised you. Has done all that.
So he deserves a few free meals.
The man can't be hungry.
Yeah, come on. He deserves a few free meals along the way.
Madam, what are you going to eat? And I know, Nigerian women, you people might not eat from morning to night.
I feel her diet because she said she's going to buy Coke by
and
2
then you
p.m.
and then you go and drink. This is a joke, by the way. And then people drink Coke. That's where that's where the whole concept of have you eating came from. Or do you
Yeah,
know,
but I'm really scared about the way some women eat. They don't eat till like 7 p.m.
bro?
So how are you existing?
How many? Please, can you count on your fingers how many Nigerian women you know that has ulcer?
more than plenty.
Yeah.
They don't just eat.
Then plenty die.
Have you eaten? I've not eaten since morning. I forgot.
Then
do you
plenty.
forget?
I cannot forget to eat. Bro, I have food
in my
stored in-
dating life, I know how many girlfriends I had also.
They won't just eat.
They won't just eat.
Okay, so that's just by the side. But my point here is, if you know you can cook food, see this cooking of food, and I'm seeing this whole thing. Cooking is, bro, just cook food now. I they cook food now. I they cook food for children now.
It's one of the simplest tasks ever. In my own opinion, no, I don't see anything with it.
Well, I
Because
think
you know why?
What's the cooking? What's the
You know
difference
why?
between cooking and dry cleaning?
Because before the cooking, there's so many things that are involved. For example, before just immediately after, just from COVID period, before we can afford helps in the house, I was the only one going to markets. Just because when COVID started, I took it as a responsibility to say, you know what, I'm the one who can be really very careful about going outside and
Wearing
not
your mask and
wearing my mask. I was very particular. Now, Asake,
Yes.
for context, Asake had a group
I was there.
where we're all
apocalypse group.
paranoid. So
Yeah,
I was
the
paranoid
apocalypse
about COVID. So I was very careful.
Yeah.
Right? So I wore mask to the market. I was buying the stuff.
Yeah.
And
So I'll go and buy the
we're O
stuff.
for O, right? Who are
I'll
COVID here?
I'll buy the stuff.
Nobody.
We're O
I'll
for
bring
O.
everything home. I'll wash the meat. I'll prepare everything. I'll
Yeah.
just keep. Cooking is not harder than that, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
But if my wife comes down and say, "Oh, everybody in my house just leaves cooking to me," they'll think, "Oh, she's suffering." She's not suffering. You know why? Because I'm doing everything in the house. I'm doing everything that's physically demanding in the house.
Yeah.
Right? So there's a lot of context that is lacking in all these G's that you see on
This is just
Twitter.
like
So that's
a
why I
strip
just
of that context.
It's just
Just-
yeah. So
I know
when-
you are 18.
So
I know
she
you
says
are-
she has online classes. The online classes, I don't tell you to leave the online classes to go to the market to buy the things that they used to cook. So if your brother is going to buy everything and you're just taking 2 hours to cook, is that the thing that's difficult? So I don't understand. Are you cleaning the house?
Make your brother
Because
do-
before I
make-
could afford help in my house, I was the one scrubbing my house because it's
see,
a physically demanding
bro.
job. And I don't want my wife to do it. I'll take mop, I'll sweep the
Brother.
full house, I'll
Brother.
mop it.
But
and
somebody now
everybody-
come out and say that Mrs. Dede is the only one that cooks.
and cooks.
You
You
now
think,
be
oh,
like,
it's a big deal.
Steve is a lazy master.
Talking to Mike.
You understand? You think, oh, it's a big deal. Or say that this guy now a traditional man. He just the house. And why just they cook? No. I was doing physically demanding job at home
My
just
brother.
because I want my wife and my children and the people in my
relax.
house to relax.
Yeah.
I had the energy. I'll put my earpiece on my ear. I'll start playing a podcast. I'll scrub the whole house.
Let's
bro.
not even talk about
Nothing they happen.
Let's not even talk about issues of danger. Now the man, now you
You understand what I'm saying?
Go front now.
So my own point is, what are you talking about?
Who go 100 and 1 AM?
You go ahead. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's my point. So what will they talk about? So that's the context that is lost in a lot of conversations about cooking bro, cooking is not a...
See, let me tell you something. At the end of the day,
listen.
yeah,
You
everybody
now
must
say,
chip in.
so women have PTSD of cooking during holidays or... Guess who is breaking the firewood for the cooking? Man. what is the issue really? Can you people just tell us,
Bro, even this cooking in holiday, the family event,
Bro.
who they drop the bar?
I travel every Christmas to a family, a large family, and women do cook. But the cooking, I know how they be. I'm not trying to take away anything from cooking.
Yeah.
Cooking is hard.
The cooking is cooking.
But there are things that are involved before cooking.
Yeah.
They are using firewood to cook.
Yeah.
That men breaking the firewood. That men gathering the firewood.
Slaughtering the
That
animal.
men slaughtering the
Bringing the
animals.
buying
That
the
men
animal,
setting everything for them to just cook.
Buying the drinks.
So you can't just put it in context. You can't just come and contextualize it and say, oh, we are the only one cooking and the men were sitting down. No man, they sit down for Nigerian household. As at the age of 10, I've been washing cars in my life.
Yeah.
That's why till today, I dey wash car
They wash
die.
car, yeah.
It's all
Bro,
over
I dey wash car die. Till tomorrow, if I wash, even with washing machine, even if the shirt does not require ironing, I'll still go and iron it. You know why? Because I was brought up to say that once you wash clothes and it's dried,
You must iron.
you iron it. That's how I was brought up. So sometimes I'll start ironing clothes. My wife will say, oh, no, don't spoil it. It does not require ironing. Don't worry. I'm like, oh.
Okay. They know they iron this one.
They know they iron this one.
You just want
because
iron
that's
outside.
how I was brought up. Ironing is a physically demanding job.
I'd hate
Washing is a physically demanding job. Bro, so I really don't understand what the problem is.
8.8 million views. You just put your shit out.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Shout out
don't
to.
want-
I like how everybody reacted to it. Even the one supporting and the one that was not supporting. I
don't-
like
don't-
how everybody
don't-
reacted.
You don't want to feed yourself
Yeah.
and the people in the house, and you have the capability to do so.
Yeah.
But someone has paid for the rent you are living in.
Yeah.
For the roof over your
The
head.
school that you are the online courses that you are taking.
Someone pay for it.
Somebody paid for
Yeah.
it.
And the person works, but you, because we are doing online class, you don't have time to cook for anybody.
No.
But the
Online
person
class
who's
is
paying for the
very
online class has time to work, pay for an online class, and still go and cook themselves.
This
You see how selfish that is?
you see this cooking thing. I don't want to see it again.
Where
No,
does
the
it
cooking
trend?
thing is annoying.
Where does it trend
The
in
cooking
Nigeria
thing is
so much?
annoying. You know why the cooking thing is annoying? It doesn't paint the full picture of what
Bro,
a household
even-
needs.
That's what
let's-
social media is. You
and
never
I
paint the
know-
full picture.
And I know we've addressed this before. When you go, let's even go back to, I can't cook for anyone. Aren't you going to cook for yourself to eat?
Yeah. She said she was buying
Would you
coke.
starve?
Do you know how unhealthy that is? For you to be drinking coke every single day.
Like you no go chop. Forget say I did your house.
Okay, you no go chop.
It just reminds me of somebody I was dating.
So they cook every.
No, see, here's the thing. It was this one. I don't know whether I want to go into this shit, but it was crazy because I'm not going to cook. I'm like, I did not ask you
calm
to.
down.
Just calm down. Like I can buy stuff. I can cook myself. Just chill. You are okay. But now from that day, me I done the off board. I done the off board.
It's just so all this. My own problem is not about
cooking.
my problem is not about the girl, right? I'm not making it about the girl who refused to go. I don't know what our reality is. I don't know what to do. My own point is a lot of these conversations on Twitter, they lack nuance. They lack a lot of content. So you can't
content.
use it to really come and judge your life.
If you
Because
get
I
the
know
full scope of this thing,
yes, I know there's some young
Because
people
there are
who
people
are
in this
using
story. If
I
they
know
bring
that
out their own
I
case.
know there are a lot of young people who are using these conversations to try to set their own standards.
yes.
You are fooling yourself. You are deceiving yourself.
no,
Don't do
go
it.
ahead. No, go ahead.
Cook.
Ah,
Go ahead.
Literally
and-
cook.
Yeah.
No, me, go ahead and use this as standard.
Don't do it because there's a lot of content, and the content is what we are trying to apply here.
Go
Right?
and use this as standard.
For example, if we all go home now for Christmas, for whatever it is, right? Yes, the women are cooking. I won't lie.
Yeah,
But you know what the men are doing. The men are not for. So what makes me annoyed is the concept that Nigerian men are raised to sit down and watch women cook. Except I grew up in a different home.
You grew up in
I was doing something more physically tasking, more demanding. So, so that's just my point.
Quick segue. Who knows who who knows who Miss B Nasty is?
Me being that.
I don't know why you're asking that question right now.
I'm glad I know who Miss
I don't know who you're relating that question to.
Steve, do you know who Miss B Nasty is?
Yeah,
No,
she
I
works
don't
for Lagos State Water Department.
Oh, okay.
You know Miss B Nasty? So Miss B Nasty she's a porn actor, right?
Adult actress.
Yeah, adult actress. And if you're on Twitter, there's no how. If you follow some crazy people,
The algorithm loves her.
there's no how Miss B Nasty would not have popped up on your timeline, right? And if you go on her Twitter page, of course, she has like herself, in her
elements.
Yeah, so to say,
Water
right?
paradise.
Yeah, you. so somebody tweeted. The guy just tweeted, "Oh, why did me Be Nasty go with Brazers? Brazers is an online adult platform that creates adult content, right? So they sign up, adult entertainers, blah blah blah. So the guy now tweets, why did Be Nasty go with Brazers? I know this. I said this knowing they probably paid more, right? So the way he said it looked as if people now started creating a parallel with that why did Saka go with Arsenal, right? In the sport.
Okay.
So, bro, this thread is crazy. People now started just going in. Someone just said Fabriclito Romano. Do you understand? Another person said, someone now said, you missed the opportunity. Someone now said, here we go. Another said, nah, here we come. Bro, the thing was crazy. Everybody just started going on. Someone said, Fabrizio Comano. Oh, God. Like, they said, bro's a porn journalist. It was too many tweets. The tweets were, it was just so funny. They said, they were talking about, contract signed, this, that. Twitter can just be a madhouse. All right. Asake at the O2. Disorganized. Anyway, I don't want to actually start off like that. I want to start off by saying
negative, right?
Yeah, shout out to Afrobeats.
Yeah.
Like I've said on this podcast before, if you grew up seeing Afrobeats 1.0, right? And I think we're one of the millennials, like we in this age range, we're one of the luckiest people in the
we saw the germination of it.
Yeah. We saw like the start of it. It's like being there when hip hop was there in 75, right? And still being alive right now. Like all the Bismarckis and these guys, experiencing, Cool Herc, right? And the DJs, even before, the formulation where that thing started, where they were doing poetry and they were DJing. And then they connected.
Graffiti.
Right? And that started doing that rhythm and poetry, right? Yeah. Some people were there that experienced that and are experiencing Lil Baby.
Yeah. Definitely.
Bro, it's crazy.
Yeah.
You saw the beginning and the very moment of hip hop right now.
Yeah.
You are the luckiest person on earth. That's how I see it for Afrobeats as well. Right? We saw 1999. We saw these Afrobeats starting, Black Reverend, Tony Tetwila, and we're seeing people shut down the O2.
O2 fam.
Bro, I can't believe it, bro.
There's no way you can explain this.
You can't explain to somebody who is 10 or 15 years old. You can't fathom it.
Yeah, even 20.
Yeah.
You can't.
Because you have to know where we started from. Bro, White House in Okpebi was where artists were doing. That's where artists were doing shows.
Bro, Nigerian artists doing a show at Cocoa Bar.
Was it? Yes, sir.
Was a trending news item in Nigeria.
Whiskey in Cocoa Bar shut down. You go right down.
Bro,
the badge in Cocoa Bar.
Guess what? Even if you started experiencing Nigerian music from the African Bar to Oriental Hotel Industry Nights, and then you're seeing what's happening, because that was the pinnacle of.
Yes, sir.
At some point, that was apart from like them P Square going on tour. I'm just saying like
I remember this Whiskey. Industry Night 2012.
It was a shutdown.
You see the queue outside Oriental.
We used to go to Industry Night every Thursday, right? Every Thursday. And you could get in and everything.
Was it Wednesday?
No, Thursday.
It was Thursday.
The Whiskey on. That's
the first one they blocked.
Oriental closed the gates.
Yeah, they said no.
Oriental closed. Like, bro,
they closed it.
Before I had anticipated that this thing is going to be a madness.
Bro, that's why I came early.
We came early now.
I think I followed So Sick to enter. So Sick,
we just started saying, hey, they're getting people. Movements. We just entered. I enjoyed that show.
Bro.
Do you know how many industry nights I've enjoyed? Do you remember, did you come for the Maven one?
No, I didn't come for the Maven one.
Bro, the Maven one, they couldn't even use the African bar. They had to go and use the main hall.
Oh, fuck.
This is when they were doing the Maven launch.
Yeah.
They couldn't, the African bar was too small.
I saw the video of that, but I didn't go.
Bro, I was there, live, front stage. It was a madness.
Yeah.
What about the Chocolate City one? When MI and Luz Cannon performed Lost, then Luz Cannon delivered his classic verse.
Oh, where Ice Prince launched the Magic Sham video. Mad.
Bro, look at all of that. And look at what these guys are doing at the old Fox.
It doesn't make sense. It's a miracle.
Sold out.
It doesn't make sense, fam.
Bro, it was all a dream.
There are American rappers that can't sell out the O2.
Come on.
There are UK rappers that can't sell out the O2.
Easily.
So
you look at that and you're just like, man, whoever thought Afrobeat would take it this far?
Easily.
Asake less than 365 days.
And it just shows that this thing is possible.
It's
Don't give
fucking
up on your
possible.
dreams.
Fucking possible, bro.
And,
I can't
and
believe what's happening.
From OAU,
It's so unreal.
Architect, I don't hate you. This nigga is selling at O2.
I'm sure himself, when he sees that shit, he's just going
He
to be...
really needs a shrink. So tell us, guy, calm down. Easy,
Bro,
easy,
I'm telling
easy,
you,
easy.
he needs therapy.
Because his brain go dey do
Therapy
somehow.
doesn't mean, you're broken down and everything.
No.
Therapy is also, it's like how you take...
to be able to
It's like how you
To
go for
bring
a...
you back, like
It's how
guy.
you go for a football game and you're tired and you probably take paracetamol,
Yeah.
right? Because your physical body
You're
is-
aching. Your body's
Yes.
aching.
It's the same thing for the mind.
Because he'll be
The
like,
amount of money he's making.
bro, imagine him coming
the
down. Did you watch the
success.
video? Him coming from the helicopter,
I saw
looking
it
around.
now.
How do you want to
and people are singing your songs.
word for word?
Songs that you had at the back of your head that you tried convincing people that the song is good.
Songs that you listen to, I'm like, oh, this song no fit blow.
And everybody's singing it word for word. Like, bro, it is scary.
Scary, fam. No, Asake. No, shout out to you, fam.
Shout out to you. Shout out to you, my
I've not
brother.
seen. How long did it take Wiz, Davido, Bonner to fill out the O2? Bro,
And,
came out.
and that's what's happening. Accelerated
That generation,
now.
yeah, they're cleaning, they're making it easier
Yeah.
for the next
What it
generation.
took Two-Face and Co. 6, 7, 8, 9, the decade to do. We
Yeah.
did it in 2 years. Boom.
Boom.
3 years. Boom. They've done it. Now,
next
Asake,
thing.
18 months. Boom. Done.
Come on. Rema is still doing his own in December.
Rema is even on one nasty
No,
run.
everybody who has seen Rema show in America
Really?
said Rema is the next guy.
Everybody's always on his show.
Yeah.
No, Asa was telling me that when they told him, he was like doubting. So he now when he now came to Atlanta, when Rema came to Atlanta, Davido was around, so they went to go. Said Rema is the next. Rema is the next one out.
He's gone.
He's gone. He's gone. People don't know now. He's laying the foundation. He's gone. All he needs is just one dope album.
The next album is going to be nasty.
No, that one they are going to cook that one well.
It has
for
to be
you.
good.
They have to be good because that first album not
with
too.
albums.
But this second one, it has to enter because he's the next guy. Man, shout out to Asake. It's not Beans. It's not
Yeah.
Beans.
Yeah. So, I read the Guardian review. The show started late. Of course, I'm not going to put that on Asake.
No, not
Everybody will have to put it on him, but like you
Because
can't
there's so
put-
many things that goes on before you even get
the
to
artist is the last person you blame when a show is not good.
So somebody tweeted it.
the
and
only
I-
way you blame the only time I'm going to blame an artist for a show that is not doing well if he's not delivering on stage. Like
Yeah,
vocally.
that is on you now.
Yes. Every
But
other
every
thing
thing-
is not the
The promoter
artist does
and the
not.
venue organizers are the ones that you should
Yeah.
really,
So coming 90 minutes late, there was this whole thing that everybody was outside. People didn't want to come inside. 'cause
So a
they had
lady
not
tweeted
heard
it that that's the reason
Asake's
why
voice.
he came late, because if you are come on time,
There will be a
they will
stampede
again.
just like it happened in Brixton, right?
Yeah. Funny thing, they said police people were outside in the venue, this one, and they're asking people that if you went for the Brixton one, please come and give us, like, if you have evidence or what caused the last one. So that's another issue again. Police being outside. I know police people and black people, we don't really like each other like that. Ain't nobody snitching.
Yeah.
So it started late.
That boy needs a shrink. At his last big show,
Yeah.
someone died.
And I heard that one affected him for months. He didn't just come out to
Bro,
say it.
you went to do a show, JJ. Somebody died. Do you know how it affects you?
Yeah, it's bad now.
The lady died and she had 2 kids.
Yeah,
and I
there
think
are
one of the kids
two
had
people died. People died.
like autism or something.
Yeah. One was a security lady at the venue.
Damn.
They trampled on her now because of the rush.
Damn.
It's crazy, man.
Dying by being trampled is not.
No. That's not one way to go at all.
Anyways, Asake, God bless you. Shout out to you.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
The new Afrobeats guy.
Yeah, you want to drink water?
Not really water.
Have you finished this syrup?
You don't finish.
Still finish the bottle of syrup.
The
Look at how
whole
It's
big
not
are-
a whole bottle.
this
Don't
is-
change the
This is
narrative.
look at this is Ciroc limited edition, right?
You
It's
didn't
called
know they use this
Summer
one.
Summer Colada flavored vodka.
Voila,
It's 5
dear.
times distilled. It's a product of France. Everything here has gold emblem. Everything.
I said,
It
did you
says
know they
it's
use
from-
this one, sef?
It's from fine French grapes. I've still finished it.
Yeah.
You know who gave me this bottle? You know when they gave me this bottle? They gave me this bottle 6 years ago.
Now, I drink now. I didn't run train on any woman.
Choo-choo.
At least. That's all.
All right, man.
So you're trying to tell me that every time you had sex, it was just with one person in the room, right?
Yes, sir.
And when you were on top, what did you sing? Lonely, lonely, lonely at the top.
The video footage of that was dope. When he performed.
Yeah, I've been playing that the clips on Twitter.
Yeah.
I've been playing Lonely at the Top, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Asake.
Yeah,
I'm so
shout
happy
out
for
to-
him.
I love the flamethrower when him and when Olamide came out.
Yeah.
So was that a real helicopter though?
No.
It wasn't real, right?
It wasn't real.
Okay.
It wasn't
And they
real.
lowered the bro, to bring a whole helicopter.
Well, I was like, this
The
is not.
budgets, I don't think
I was like,
Empire's
Asake,
budget.
we didn't need all this.
Guys, you're like, bro.
I love his costumes.
Yeah, I love his costumes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has this very
The thing I like about Asake is he's unique. You know, in
Very.
terms of his aesthetics, as a star, there has to be something very different about you,
Yeah.
and he has it. So
Yeah. You have to stand out.
You have to stand out. That makes
Always
sense.
have to stand out. If you don't stand out,
Yeah.
then you're.
But his success is
regular
intriguing though, because you can't say he's like Wizkid, was like the child star.
He was never seen as the guy coming.
David.
He
This
just-
guy is like he sings with predominantly Yoruba.
That is
right?
why I don't understand
I
how
don't
somebody
understand that success.
singing predominantly
It's
Yoruba
amazing.
is cracking the
It's
international
cracking these
market.
international markets.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
is your time? Is your time?
When is your time? Sha?
Shout out Asake.
And shout out to Magic
Asake, according to Hebrew.
Asake.
Asake.
Yeah. Igbo.
I think I think Shalamin will feel a type of way that Ibro is getting the
The
international
Afrobeat.
music. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Afrobeat bag annoy him.
Next time you come to
Because I think
Nigeria.
I think Shalamin was
I don't think so. You know
primed
why?
for it, right?
You know why I don't think so?
Why didn't it?
Charlemagne is not a music guy.
It's true. He has moved on
Yeah.
to other things.
He's
Yeah.
a shock radio guy and he does
true.
other stuff.
He's more
That's
of a well-rounded.
Yeah.
Ibro is music.
You know, sometimes like people will talk about Nigerian music and you mention somebody and like, how
Who,
do
Ibro,
you
right?
know this person?
Yeah, Ibro is in the
Even
game.
when the Breakfast Club at its peak, right?
We're trying to
Charlemagne-
invite Afrobeat stars.
And apart from that, Charlemagne's questions were not musical questions, but more of
Lifestyle.
the content.
Yeah.
Like if someone talked about something, you say, "Oh, you mentioned this and that." You know,
Yeah.
growing up in Atlanta, what do you think about? You know, it wasn't
Yeah,
about
it
the
wasn't
music.
about
You know,
music.
who
Music.
produced this? I saw that.
Envy
you know,
was more about the Envy is more about the music
that's
and
true.
stuff.
It was
That's true.
more
that's
about-
true.
it was always
about the
deeper.
lifestyle, about
Yeah.
the life. Yeah, it's
it
true.
was always deeper. So shout out to Charlemagne. He's done
I
it
agree.
himself.
I agree.
I think we're at the end of this podcast.
Yes, sir.
Almost
Almost
the
2
end.
hours plus now.
Yeah, we've given you guys something.
You've
First
tried.
We're
Well,
late.
sorry.
Where they go?
Yeah.
I don't tire.
You don't tire.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. Guys, it is well.
Even under the wear. I get bars. Sha. I should be a pastor.
Are you and
I should be a pastor.
You be a pastor.
Pastor.
Pasta.
Yeah.
What kind of pasta?
Ghanaian pastor.
All right. If you're a Ghanaian pastor, when you stand at your pulpit, this is the song I'll be playing. You'll be lonely at the top at that pulpit. We'll catch you on another episode, guys.
I man.
So guys.
Money on my mind. Don't care what they yarning about me in particular. Call me. Out here on the road chasing my dream because I know.